aniye so ankari wo mo anye impact analysis semra ne ba ne nsunsuanso we sikasem so ene sen ene mampani so anu yi a wode aba se munya abotre na obi de kokoto nti mum yantwan ne yanhwe de ebekọ akosie no emra nim yemfa nto he
mini aba ma menchia no watifo ene baby o fidie ko mo mo hwe nyina be che obia aminya no say parliament wo ho kwan so be semra and it's a parliament semra no mo si wi ya untimi mfa parliament in court e bi semra no kra no o mo nyanya wi na ura ne de na wo ka no mra tama na parliament nyanya mra kro no eno de koi na matisi ese asem no zo supreme court sa asem no supreme court there na ene say constitution no supreme court pe ena ho kwan say ombetimi achechire constitution no ahwese mra bia obi aye ana parliament aye no ene mra no ebo ebra e di the ban sa dia na te say supreme court na wo ho kwan so be kire na dwe and he say no asem supreme court no dia we be say the correct forum say supreme court share na dwe na
no high court so dia no in
fact me nim at this stage say that's so ana say we judge the because normally no say ba say we church open constitution interpretation na say enye clear you don't go to high court as of course of supreme court na even say interpretation bi ba emphasis di asem na ni funny afan obi afi say say na constitution part say na the judge no finding it difficult to understand exactly the constitution part so refer my supreme court that supreme court chere exactly the position of the constitution and at this stage you know in terms of high court the end e baso enchechemu constitution chechemu dia supreme court as what chechu
na lawyer pacho say supreme court asabre ya mampani nyamfa ne nsansha ase no na ono so twen court no seti ahwan ne ye twen no supreme court be koso no wadi asem no
and say the parliament nya pass pe if attending from being a bill is there what in pass a bill nya pass pe na be act of parliament and it's the president sign pe na be yemra e de yeduma na hono na president situation and say when him say asem na do supreme court na do supreme court is here all signing or signing na say ba na say supreme court say law no ye null and void and I say enye valid and I say enye papa na the signature was sign I always say what is the utility is now futile a whole exercise a waste of time.
Lani ma memra mu ha kakra yesi asem no asem bi safo yina asem bi puno na asem na bi ne atwade ya adanse
correct
che 11 beba no ebinum ko supreme court
correct
na wo mu nso gina se ade yi enye ne kwan so nti supreme court de ni se wo mu ko primary ade na ne se kire se de amamra no kanim na wotwe no wo mu ko court no sa omuko court na wotwe na 11 mrane baaye na sa na wotwe na mampani de ne nsa hyase enso ne ehu sede atem wo no bekọ akosi ada eno so be kire mu sei
and chechemu ewu mu ne sei president na nkasa no bill no ebeto na nim na so wo ye comfortable obetimi assign na emom supreme court ba no ka say sorry nya bill act no supreme court ba no ka say de wa sign no invalid and null and void. It means that the more in higher qua. Anna Seba, not a Supreme Court to cast no bill na Abe Brano. You share ye Timbe Biadia, not to say I am. Now, judgment call, and never say judgment call. President who say bill la adare act abetoned or who say and some can be room. Ye. Na me kosan a possible say Supreme Court bit more overturn.
La kafra sa me ba mu wa ha. Say udi kan say emra no beto president anim na say oye comfortable la. On che no wasan. enti we no yemfa ne say by inference onya comfortable ebiem o say mra ne beton nanimu a we ono ame yate ase se enton nanimu mpo onhu ye mpo enti yenim nipa krokro so a wode akọ Supreme Court no se tia ubisa ye bisa se hwan versus the Republic ye nhu ye enti enu ye enough nyina so obeka se enti ye twen de court beka
no I many about what class of the can ya no you know a mentor president enim kra it is a mentor president enim ya say kra no president kra de obi say ye bodo so bokra at this stage at this stage you know yes so obi di akọ Supreme Court ye no kro senya no kro ye be if na otwi kwa ye be hu oni akọ Supreme Court na say Supreme Court chair na dwene say sabili ewo any constitution ebo ebra and after sa emre any constitution ebo ebra it means say president all had one sign kra and then we say but say Supreme Court said no your own kwan na tietia o man fa ho dusu dia and then president only choice so sign na enyema tietie de ekoso na hwe se dia manfo twene dare na wo twene a enyema bi wo ho a obil ewu ya mommy to your boss kakra na hwe ni yi ebi se obu da se anya bi asa na emu aye kan kra no wo ho kwan so obeya da wo ya bill no ma ya bill ni say ya ma ho kwan e ma be ma ni be ma nware na wo an o kan no obu sa ho say say ya e wo yi se be ma person ware be ma e possible wo Ghana ha na answer no say no you will marriage act no e ma ho kwan so ye be ma obekwa ko ware be ma it's not to say sa emra we no kra no e hu ni mfa so and even be ma kra person ware oba ye wo nipa bi ana class of a mabia when you guys over ware no marriage act no it's already in place. For example, what me ware wo baba we be ma what me ware wo baba what me ware o papa e baba what me ware o papa nu aba what me oh eti emra wo hodada it is a new a year by ubusan say baba ye de and no matter what say what me ware aboa sabi ya me no ti krom ha ufi se Ghana ni bi betimi akodjura so ware aboa na hwana na ma ta marriage certificate
lawyer memra mu kakrai
koso
sesi ano se mampani a edene chirodi asiso na ebeye mra na se court asem no wodi wie na ba bia bebeto bia no a se ekobampo se court no ka se oh emra die ene ya mamra no bo abura esi panche ntimi nya adwuma saabre no na ye ntumi entwe mra ne nsen ebe se die nti na mampani se gisi wo twen ma court wie no
ya problem wo ho ne say emra se o president and mampani de nsen sign na kim asati ye adwuma it is a chi obi kojina court ne answer na Supreme Court bedi na assembly wie no sorry bedi sa bill and act ho assembly wie no na se de obi atuma na se Supreme Court ba no ka se sa mra no enye valid law when you can just compensate no because you're not wrongly and only danger woman one here na innocent person be a prison and a jail eti ade na mume nya ho abotre ya tena o mai 67 years already America kra ya ka president ye twen say Supreme Court be hwe say mra ya o be sign no eye mra papa ebebre ho aye pe no en le ye na wo anya ne sa na say wo sani krim na say ye china ye do bi tum na say Supreme Court ba no ka say mra no nye mra papa it means only according not to move wrongfully it means say it's compensating no
lawyer sano womu si ba sibra ebre ya ye womu wen womu de mra no timi nya womu ni womu di e de womu kra ekotum no omu de no enha adwen wo hu
me nti hona si evize
se ya kon say se mampani sign na be ye mra kim akowi obi ye nipa no ya eti obi oye gay ebi ana emra akowe no ye mfa no se wakọ court ye di na se ye di na kotum nanso ebe wi ase no ye se mra ye mra bone adenti na obi ani obi bema ne bema akoda ana oba ne oba akoda enu nti ede na akoto afiase enti mra bone nti na ese mampani twen no na mi busa se ye wo mra wa hadada eche se wo oba na wo ba asibra mra ne tia enti dia wono nso bo ba asibra ne ya ye ti ha yi se anwumre yi osu ho ba bi se police fa wo ko swoop no omo chi na kodi na se de na tum no sa nipa no wono de woni right ya na sa mra no de ye ena de ye adwuma yi
isi emra ye nya emra no na ye adwuma so fan court ma court nka se sa mra no nye mra papa ese mra no ye adwuma eti at this stage no sa ba sibra yi na aka no eye mra da Ghana ha obi nko challenge ye eti se mra no ye adwuma de a utimi nko enko ka se the any the no di sibra no de ye fani no obi a oyegi we di emra no asen na ebeba ena obi se emra no ye wo nyema bebre ho a etotima ebi ne ti say promotion of gay and lesbian they say be take view be position be a now we say the position am taking no support to gay for any lesbian o ba be chime say odi mi akwa kujina because me promote gay and lesbian meanwhile constitution is freedom of speech and freedom of expression under Article 5 be guaranteed. It means that to say no, as a testimony, the sub bill or 10 or passing into act, whether it's a validly enacted law. A general no quite so I don't know. And I want to say, oh, you do no mania and president sign. Let's Jesus will be an Nagana yet. Now, the innocent person got to one day, Kurana. And Susan as well. A hard drink.
Lawyer, why innocent, no?
Oh, Obia. For instance, maybe say, what you may say, me promote to gear 5 years. That's what they call Tuma. That's a bad as a law, no. It's on my side, say, Emrano, a wronger. The innocent person, I'm the Miakotum. Obey no compensate me.
Okay. Lawyer, I say, Yemusa says, see, I was Supreme Court. Say, a basse court say, lawyer, and ya papa, mumungu. Sano, anope no be arguments, and not just have ye indirectly, ye legalizing no.
No.
Okay.
No. Omo Kasano, they are wrong. Totally wrong. In a sense, at the moment, at the moment, our and yes, obvious me worry you. It has to be between a man and a woman. This is the current law. It will be a team cassette or Kowari Neba. Will be a team cassette or Kowari Achide. And I say, or Kowari Kotre. Ghana law will not allow that. Which means, we are and cause of the Wareno. Ghana law will not allow that. It's at the moment, no. Who quite say, oh, Kowari, you worry.
Lawyer, I know the woman. Name baby, as a sinto woman, one more border promoters ni advocacies no, advocacy for no. One say, enu dear, emradu baby, and which as a woman who de wura. Namra for friends so dear, a cater for a one said to say, do you fan to say, Bia, watch me say, me bon who de wuro, watch me say, me friend from Croforma, me ko suku, na me border ro, Branabe join gay community, Branabe we say, my be office waha, and wakakra no, e bi se eto sini, ye to sini, e wo mrani mu ho, entinka we no so ebe ye e ho na no.
Yeah, Emrano Sasi. It covers even those who are allies. If you ever say, that's what we are gay. And you said, yes, sir, Uber correction. And yes, I've had a report no. In Jelino. And that's a Oba. That's a Sebi, Ubanum Po. A gay, yes, if I correction. One correction for the court. If I call police for one channel. And yet, easy how a difficult situation nobody are quite to know. Almost allies. And yet, just almost promoting allies. How do you define an ally? A junior, as we gay, as so correction. Now, to the extent almost a solid for, increment for. religious instructors. You know, so be bad, sorry. Not only according to gay, now to me corrected that. Report to my police for. It is a sort of my bonnie for Embra, maybe soon, the Sacrano. A woman as a Yako Pamu. Homo, Sebi, Bonnie.
Police for so counseling unit. Onum baby omutu betumi ayi wo mu famu de nti ko report ne say wo mo enkasa nkyere na na ko report ne say hey mu fa me bayi nkotum.
Emran nkasa o. Emran nkasa ye for mu nkone ko council o mo. Wo si en prosecute o mo. Ye for mo nko jira court. Na mo nya dai. Ye fa ne o mo guilty a o mo nko afiase 3 years. Na hono na be wo jira mo a wo se dipa ne ye gay. Okay, you call court, yes, so gay, it's not 3 years. It's a gay man, I would not go to MAAME. And you pay free range. It's a member more than all. And it's all about no multiply gay for.
Lawyer said to Sadia, a crom for ya, chew or money at your muko to more free range, crom which one almost come here still, but ye your muko.
But won't mean say, will be or ya woman. With a particular behavior, no. Wouldn't mean that's all you go for. Check, Mamma, Patum. Could be what?
Lawyer Pacho, Usi Obi Ayawo no.
Yes.
Pacho Hoka Cranomancy.
Obi Ayawo no one quiet Bonidia. That's what say one of the
lawyer Usi with a particular behavior. Nana can be with us behavior ya the wo, and I be funny.
I know, dear, yeah, ye mean knowledge in Ruho, and also knowledge in the yes, you said Ruho. Gay for ye womusa and I say to baby no more was
lawyer, I know the scientist for no come at yanko ye biology now so scientists, professors of biology can say a chromosome XX and XY. It's either you are XX or you are XY. And you know, omo confidently and so you do chika say science baby and chester or big gene. Different from say we male or female.
Yeah.
And you almost say any science. Now call WHO for no now UN for no on the culture say it is an orientation, a sexual orientation and not a genetic or biological something.
Well, look, yeah, that is your understanding of gay lesbian. You see, no somehow no, I say you are turning the debate into the individual behavior. How can I say orientation? But that is not the topic. The topic is.
There be on make sure there means who are free UN for need or WHO for no site. And he said, yeah, you can't and so young.
And I'm sure say, yeah. He say, no, the other table is not to say, Emrana ya personal. Is it okay to sign or is not okay to sign? I don't know, and I mean, he say, no, there are certain aspects that I want Embranuma. And yes, there are 3 of us in the Supreme Court to share my agreement. People say freedom of opinion and expression are guaranteed by the Constitution. Yet the total one with this bill, is it now going to curtail my opinion on how I see gay people?
Lampacho mi musa we ntwa to ye breniti unua lawyer bi se mi musa ma no se enka den na ti mampani kwan se wo kan se is it okay no ka mampani be ka se emra no eye na nso ha mi won susuye aha munyan sesan ye na nka wo bebo akire e de akoma emra che bedwafiefo nti nka wo betwan ama na beto nanim na wono nso di ni proposal no aka ho
president anya kasa building ya meto nanim. And so pressure I had done so. So one sign, but you will kind of, I will sign. Okay, I will sign. You are a dear, method in him. Ever told him. It was no president, no, only opportunity, no, so by express say, Monko Namco change this part, and Azamunko change Namco change that part. At the moment, no, the issue is the bill as it is, no, as citizens, your whole concerns, and I say yes. And obedience to Supreme Court, there. I don't know me now, but Supreme Court in China.
Where do you make a point in the comma? Ye brain tikafra, ye founty, and I am commodia, ever why a besiava. Yeah, that's a pa. Lawyer Kwame Adolf.
NEAT 100.9 abusia fo ma munyina ha me mo akwa abaso ko de ba me menti so aha ye neat 100.9 FM ye worship house e wa Beka Junction and Crime ye trago live our Facebook and YouTube Facebook e neat 100.9 FM live and I'll call YouTube so so despite media ye WhatsApp line you activate 0503721744 wait me do message you know afa how ye bekin kan breast fatam e dia maw and then we ya boa for more time e jebo mi chidom eye kojo odame ado Mac Jerry Osei Ajuman Frema Abankro ena Nana Yausafo Madaro Manewie Womo mi chidom Yedi aside ni kabia Emma Kunu Ghana Limited for Womoso etaye chipampe Kunu for ewo nwa waso amenu yasa woma wonsa kabia oh ebejo dodwaji abusua nyina abusua mi din ede MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO me na me di dwumade ho cha me free sabre ko se no 9 ebebo 9 ba ola Michael ene na pamfo so ba beje adwa na o magie tata de akofi Beka wo se ne eye benada March bosu da to sunum 5th March 2024 ochina eye 6th March ochina ta Ghana enya mfihia porepore aduosia enson 67 years of independence Efie aduosia suni a yenya afa hodie eye ochina pepepe ochina so the holiday de beko akogye ni Women's League Ghana ye yencheche dwumadie sonko kasa kire e dia ma ye ho oba bo ho so adia ba ko e din pa wo wiase ne ma mienu si ase twen honhom se wo benya otwen honhom pa no wo hia ne ma mienu natimi aboa wo ne ma mienu ba ko e abotre ne akukuduro a ema won kotua na mo edo be confirm so mu na ne ema mienu yi e na wo se wutimi dwene ho na wutu ho na mo adwene ho yie pa eti se wo twen mu na wo twen ama won sa aka bibia enya good attitude in order not to lose your confidence eti wunya good attitude na be boa wo Sadia beya jidia wo mu no emfiri ho Wa need to accept bosomi atosomi ensa e wa fe 2024 mu ene ewe afeya ne ahye bosomi na se tibekoso ahye unkran ese koso atwen e wasafo awrade emo esanso no de obibia ni hono mu a watwen wa awrade mu a oh awrade adi ne hwamoda ono ni bibia wo ye bia eye ne bre esanse bia no de wo hwehwe no de ma wo na ya na kofa nsunsanso bone wa kiraba enti wo ehwem ehunu bra beboa wo ansa na de wo hwehwe no de ama wo enti amoa ba mu da biara da oso atwen e wa awrade mu ya abotre na nya kokoduro na megidi so ono a wo de wa hya ase papa no wo do bekọ wieye pa ma ne manyina awie wo yi tia obibia ha mo akwa abasonko e de ba mementi eso den ye de MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO betimi afrem biamzi one woman gada MAAME soja BIAMAH brofede o frem ya mejo sododo ewie nchi akase pa enkomo no abobo achi jako former energy minister me ofa ba kope ofa one nana eje ni mboate nana mo amahene eno no nana yotunfo amahene what you say nana the dignity and Dr. Christopher Ampedu, the Samaritan. Just abre edampron. Ewa brosane so. Dr. Shadrach Ajete, Lasu One, Chief. We baby Awobia, Memo special good afternoon. And Honorable Dr. Fred Asamoah of City Verde. Dog baby Awobia, ewe memoa hao mechiao. Bibia utie me na uteme ne. Echakese enko emao eye me manti ene de free neat fm ye de eba besomo woni tua ensem weda password enye me na meba beti ho akere mu ankasa munim dada and on 28th of February 2024 and at the Parliament of the Republic of Ghana womo eje ehemra anase sa amra no womo edu womo sasi so se sa bema na ye ba na ene sa ne ma no ye nsoso so o meimu ye nyintum ye mpene so Nti ye behwe se send your trading apronyankropo ebo nipa ehyehyɛ ma nipa se be ma be wade oba be ware be ma no san hyehyɛ no pepepe ene epese ehwe ema ye adwuma na ye nkoso so sabi obi ade a ono akofa ato ne ho so edi problems ebre no ono egina ohia so edi aba be hye wokon amo aba beje enti Ghana Parliament de woma enyame so ade yebo yensama wo yetuche ema won sesei akase mampanyi His Excellency Nana Adodankwa Ekufuado ono so ede ne nsa no ahyenso de wode be hye so kama na ba be ye mbra gbi ne be firima ba bia agya ye wa ha yenyina ebe som ne akonkodan we ye kwan bi anyame efa so aka kire se ebra so sa Ghana edi yenkui ebra so se ede yensa ye adwuma yie toto ye niema yie ne yankase ye hwe ye ho ye ntena sema nkrofo mfa si kire ne fensa ewo ena ne hwie enwuye num da bia saa yes fidi yensa nkosi awieye ebra so se wo se yankase ye boye ho so na ye kyekyere omanyi esansa wo de ene wo de wanye ne yi a obi mfra bonten emesiesie emfa mawo broni ba no so de ne sika eba be wura dwuma mu a owo interest 99% o interest 99% ansa na de ne sika aba be hya dwuma mu ama nipa maako mienu miensa bi a omo ye Ghana fo enya bi aye wo be he omo a no makwese omo nkrofo se construction kora ene ede be hye omo nsa se China fo se ho afo wo be no makwese omo nkrofo no do maba abegu no construction work no omo eye na nsemu na ye fence ye kasa ho ame kai pa bra na ye si Jubilee House even though omo fa Ghana fo ni bi but majority of the workers no China fo as omo ye China fo Chinese they see me boy India no me India fo ye say prisoners so said and no wakwese omo no mdo ba begu ho no mo ena edru ba bi no mo ye demonstration omo se den bibi nyama bi nkoye no kra na Ghana fo na isu na akohwe wo mo aje se wo mu didi kra na in fact what you say enti me say o broni nipa akokọ ani tiri fita ko utwa ne moja broni moja na beba okaso de sika be hya adwumam ewa bibi mamu a me say ni interest wo mu no 99.9% me de 0.9 kraka 99.9% enti nyi wadwen se bi opewiye wodo wo chen wa wo nkrofo fine ye mu bi adwen ye enwo ho ne ye fence pull him down attitude ena obi koso ane ye ya obi ye bibi e beboa ye nyina ye be wo no ho atwena san se yansesa sa suban no a me ka bibia se saa emra no ye be gi atom ye be hye ana se ye fence mampanyin fa ne nsa anhya ase se ye boye ho so se yankasa ye bedi yankui me sisika wa ha o mampanyin na Akufo-Addo ekotena Peace FM ekoka se ye tisika so komede no he knew what he was talking about sika wa ha nanso enipa bi na ayi wo ho cartel atena sika no so eye ne basa niema sebe ehu hia bi a na ye tisika bum ye de akwakoye unnecessary wastage sankasa niema nketenkete ye tutuni ya hwe asesie niema yi a me senka Ghana be ye krabere because abrofo na ya omo kan ho tobe no wo de say aware mienu miensa ekokoma wo mo a wo mbebo otu aku yeso wo ka ho asem kura say ho adwea ba tirim kura na yi kura no ye chewa ekuta enough evidence against you about them 5 years osan tue sika e de api so what you say enti aware dodo a no be ma na eware oba na eware be ma eno mo se ye nye mi asoso so na mom se be ma ekofa no yonko be ma tumu eno na ye omi anwene hu ye na wure firi krom aban a wo yira e wadwabo ase se mampanyin ade na ye se enya nkonkoto nanim yegusu aya chese mpanyinfo toto ho ya ene o meka mi enti aja Ghana fo nso so se e ponko pentem anka parliament had e level ye no e level on pass na anajo anopa 7 amo na mampanyin de ne sa asase amana baba ye mra didi enti na we die mampanyin twetwe ne ho that time no ye mra na obi de court we yenya mampanyin nya mfa ne nsa enhya ase edi na obi nso so atam de court ye ade ne nya me ye mra ede ne de court amana yiye ena mampanyi ebefa ho e de akasa an ye de kokko obi de kokko tuntu ye ntwema ye Supreme Court beka no enwa asa me se asem we Supreme Court beka wie ni ato 2024 abatu abana wie Supreme Court beka ho asem wie no na 2024 aba no ni ato awie wo de mo fansan ba bi nsuo nka se ngege eti mo mi nhwe ne yie ye se wo wie offense fo nsa no ahwe wo nsa because ni ayaye no ebekwa abasa be woyen ye ni yie a bebo ayen ya anye ni yie soso a bebo etia yen endi se mampanyi yen twen kosi da ben mampanyi asama waka no usu se yen twen ema mampanyi time wan kosi da ben Kali Bishops Conference wo mo akasa wo de wo matreten no kra ss wan fa ne nsa nhye mra na se a ene won ka hu se 2024 no wo mo forget it wo mo forget it obia de na dwenkyira ba na ade ba kwa e mayi kakra ye Christian Council and Peace Council is it Peace Council mebo Peace Council for no so mo ye neutral nana ai so mo de mo ni ha how can it be possible either say wo A and I wo B. Eti abusiafo ye mama mpanyi time nkosi da ben enna yetimi aka say bia Supreme Court and I ma Supreme Court nkosi da ben ye so yentimi fa pressure nkoto Supreme Court so eti ye ne de ye mampanyi kan ye wote ase ana say wadwene mo ya okesene ne anka hu ye na hye bedwafo ma ye due diligence omo sheda emra we before parliament ebe pass no omo je adwenkyire free akuaku ahodo was omo je letters over thousands letters and omo nkrofo twotworo ba ya committee ye sheda te ho committee o omo tena ase hwehwe mu nyina e de tworo ho report e de court parliament anim e di parliament omo ye due diligence pa because parliament adwuma omo ye no womo de Ghana mra e na eye eniema na wo mu akane ana emususu se enye emmoa omo yi ni nyina firi mu sone so edane niema ni ama ena wo mu apase parliament so eye nipa 275 ye wo 275 constituencies so ena wo Ghana ha obi ya constituency bia wanamusini e wo parliament and this parliamentary baako esore kasa or kasa in the name of the constituency. And this 275 parliamentarians are kasa. Esa sambre e wosi agitum. Na ye hwe na ye education e di promote yan kasa send your bo ade bo ade e ye hwehwe ye to hono yen ka ho asem yen to ye manofo yen ka men kɔ ye mani trim ene school mu ensore ba bia wonam bia na wo so the education ni bia bo ntoma no na wo so kyerɛ kɔ wo yo ba ma ware oba wo yo ba ware ba ma yen promote saade ware ase e di parliament I due diligence ene aso obi de court ofo bi o mo se o mo mpere ne parliament apaase no so ade no so kura nya me ye mra ese mampanyi ne sa hyase di mampanyi so obi de court de ane ememe etwen Supreme Court ne on beka afa ho awie it did abena Supreme Court beka awie 0302243540. Hello.
Mami BIAMAH awon fe papo.
Wa woro ni
Mami o intelligent papa wa bring. Didi kan mami mpa cho ne ma ya ko. Da ho ye de.
Adom.
Ya da twodi ampo nyango fanse. Mami we de second bre mami chen pa ba ko pe. Fatima Abubakar Yakubu. Babi bia mami wo bia me tia no mami nim kasa no nim o nim de. Robert Ramte okum kom Medina. Mami e. Masima me kan say. Yan MPP phone ya chance ya hundi there. Akufo ado amfano ne san chance ya pa. Breaking the eight in the boy. Enti Akufo ado president his excellency. Oni option bia ya ba yire no pete ya man de am nyi tumun na. Am na foro kwa da me do mo kwa machine. Tesa me o boy mi we scan ma ware nan ya. O se me mpre ma ware nan. Musuo na me nyonko bari ma to nwensen de me fa ano de ye. Ai afeme what be da. Man, me say yanti afie ne court na da che o mampani wotu mi say o yifri court no den tacha afie ya mpere man yanti mi nkan da ben da na be ko Supreme Court Yan so MPP for no. And I would and this for upper fala. Man, I say yam pre. Supreme Court now corner there. I'm panning who to me. You free Supreme Court for a found that preso. And yes, I campaign then you 2024.
May I say, Orobo, may I say, Yana don't swan ba. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mama. When I come today,
Yamia Dumo, but you didn't be afraid.
Mama, but you will be in the social Madina.
Hey, uncle.
Mama, break to be to want to break it down. Let me move you. Don't look for it, Mama. Let the president to all sign there, all sign it now. I have a president once. I didn't see the same as a boss who you sure. There's a time as a boss who support it. And so you market, Mommy coming from no support it. And to know what all the Babesha will see a free market look at my friend. If Francois will do that, what is you wouldn't know you about how you the home. And so one chat at Tony Market in some more. Someone chat at one chat, tell me some to some more. Can you do you to one? No work at the U level. Yeah, and a grand president to say, I say. I don't say president is your council, no Supreme Court in Kenya. When your mamma so no can say you Supreme Court at some coa. Then the woman can cobra. You push 1 month, you see. You will put the actual baby in a go find him here. It's Mr. President to know of it's a kind of 2 days to Mama can also support it. President, who's about academy supporting, but we have to academy supporting. This council, when you live, say, Mandama, send that to the minister that comes, Minister of Visual Board. What's the innovation of where you live on? Take a no. $50 million. $50 million. Example, what you see here. I'm going to what's the demonstration against you. What is $50 million? And I'm going to try to phone the good day, you know. Mr. David, what's the point? President, to president, it's on to inside. What's I $3 billion of a boy. That's on to put of a side, because of his Kaya campaign. President, when they watch it, when they watch it, this time to bring up what empty people, when they watch it,
May I say, hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
About your dinner, baby, afraid.
Bolos in the Mikasa Abokobi.
Hello, uncle.
What a vim. Vim woman. Another vim, I know papa. Ah, Daniel Fellow. Ubasi, any Mammy Amanyamisha will be Abokobi for me answer Mochiao. I know already my mentia, Nipa Bakum, you do Mr. Michiana now into, and I have Wabia, some more former Adenta MP. Mr. Mammy Biama, Adiaway, and Yadia Nanado, oversigned that. On sign net, no sign China, because Nanado or support or no, maybe a city, no, maybe a brunette, Nanado or so, or Mujuma Mudi or no, Kenyadi oversign. Mr. Biama, Upana is not no Mbebano. Afrapantoni no woman, Mr. Aya was say, Open no man to Jawai, Mr. Y, Yano number. Now, Yana Yawa Bokobino. Yeah, Pebia, yeah, meeting. Ediama, yeah. Afrapanto, why? Yes, why?
Mate, may I say, hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, my dear.
About your dinner, baby, afraid.
Daniel Mason, Adam Nana.
You, Daniel.
Bibia dedi pefe miniaba. Bibia dedi pefe. Say Nanado any MPP abanya omutiswi enya dia wamufua sa gege say emba so woman. Nini ye finti ati okotena Aljazeera wo bisane nsema betinde awo firi wo baaye King of Luxembourg and many gay partner besra Nanado. Between America Vice President, your friend says Kamala Harris with a one Harris, but I should say, Nanado is a good. Why am I some army where you are no promoting gay and lesbian? To extend it, so what me changing the colors of Jubilee House? Then a chair Nanado, a walk a panel say, or best sign. And if you know, I don't know the Supreme Court, no, now you are higher can't. Messi JDM Ninyame Akasa and into JDM Beba Medase.
Menso Medase, hello, good afternoon. Oh, Kafra. Hello. Hey, Adeba Simni Aljazeera for not yes. Hello, good afternoon. Dr. Newman.
Mommy.
Yeah, great.
was in yes, sir. Ghana for my penny come for Canada. He was a minority leader, and I can't was it. You know, Casablanca could do a president. So that's all Parliament was more. For more you want to see what you grad, over the social market could do president. It's young pressure now, president in some maybe can't be say president of best time. Let it be your best time because when you said that I was an answer so sign the marriage. It is about say, we are going to say if the panic couldn't happen. It has been as a for what you pay. Oh, no, okay, it was said, you know, and all the things was our court. I did all court to know so what we people and what then sharing can say, but in such as the end of black court to be decided. How does such as say what to catch a Debbie? Ghana will be on the foundation, you may need to bow baby. It's not also a lawyer, what to know about Ghana for me, but Germano, City Piano, all Sunny, middle so on Sunny. It's a Kakuman, the president be our former president, or what should book. We put a endorsement on there was for there were more as we know beyond bed, so that you say, a year gave for president, and all for friend man by endorsement book man. So the private channel, one better say, or it was also Nagana, when I said by some Deutsch. 2015, she has about Kafa, and now all the job might get himself, or they're fighting, or no, that much was no, or defending it. Oh, Ghana for a by politicians. When you should know, Ghana for me, the politicians, let you be, they should have a boy. It's met one among. But no one defending number was defending it, and then I managed to or Casa Senya, or look for a Kutamo. I don't get body. Money, because why not?
And I say, hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
BIAMAH.
Papa, I'm Pacho Winnie.
Munkaila, yo, Miniaba. With you, Mamma, in fact, she more than and Fama, and my member of Ophelia Mensa Effort. Fatima MP Papa, and Tibiana, Babedi Minister, the Republic of Ghana. Mamma, go to my ye. Mestre, Asante Fu says, a true and a damn poem, Pamela Danta.
A Tronia Cassia, and Pam Hodanta.
Very good. BIAMAH, then number 3. And the young creating impression, they say, you declare that to Mampany na or person best sign. Yes, sir. We are just in haste. What? When you say answer no bidding in Sabe Secret Arsenal, BIAMAH, I was so to wish you. Mampany, and yes, I demand one way. He oversees across all sectors of Ghana. And to say, can't be say Parliament I am with you. Now say I could do no and could do any year. Mumma Botre.
Unim Nantia, a binomo cancer, a Mampany, a concert by now, didn't Sasha see him. Here and who hadn't in Tam sword in Sasha, he love you, and Branasia. And no amount for who say, and you know, we was Senka, you pass you, ya, and I could do in Sasha see.
BIAMAH, Mestre, about your normal day lifestyle. When you say it is a kind of woman, it's on my penny so here revenue, it is Cassandra say now on an terminal when you can be a Juma. I don't think we can compare this, compare the two. However, media can say we borders on our morality. Man penny or no our papa. That is the bottom line. No papa no on the baby and cafe or being quiet to move. Or no your father for all. Whom you have papa no. That's all the assembly I came more than say anyway. Comparing apples with oranges. Now I come my entity for that school. Now they will create the impression as if say man penny but I didn't better than me. No cafe from man be about him say can't no go to any. And what man penny as we speak. And as we speak, the young threat, I will say we have to continuously be encouraging ourselves. Now, young LGBTQ, whatever negatives are walking. Don't say the topic. So on young sign, I say, well, yeah, you have no. President AKWAFO is never and will never behave as such.
And I say, hello, good afternoon.
Mami Soja.
If I told any baby, I'm free.
Mami Soja, where you are near Bema, and I'm walking, I'm a Canasi boy, Ewo, Ayin Suano, constituency. I'm soldier. I cannot say gay and lesbian on stem. I cannot say yes, so I'm not easy. I was gonna have it. Because Yanni, I might say gay and lesbians, but easy. I was gonna have. Again, legends, I mean, I'm again in the table. So, again, legends, you can reduce your can watch him. And you find my own. And my is and then some Georgia, and then I know I do any game who says, Seminole. I mean, Yambama, your mama, actually, my first good book. Terra and the Solomon. I bet endorse two book on behalf of George Seminole. Or said the echo for I will be there with the. I know, and then I defend it. Say, and the Solomon, I don't know the man book. I don't know how I didn't make a table, so and I know so I crying my own. I may super no, and then every Saturday, let us have no, Mamma. Your politicians, nothing, our Burma, Lusunko, or near Burma, Lusunko. Our Burma, somebody or so kind of far. I'm not that. Young, she's not gonna have. How gay is some Eddie or Senator gonna ever be or gonna have? It seems the same. I don't, I be at a couple of my penny. I don't remember us all sign. Next, I was here, I was not to my pen on my parents all sign. I got an enemy. I got my parents or your many to ovation. I general, and I said, and woman, and to be found with you so. I'm supposed to say, no, be a gay. No, be sure about that. But I want to go to Okuna. I am fine and I. I'm so yeah, handsome now, Bano. Young can papa so young fat and prepare for a position. And I think I will do Yakan Jacket, Debbie, and then you'll be also give for Ghana how. Obey so gay and a letter for both. And I said, and your man paying the ever gay and let them MSL Mangana. And see that. And young pay who most of my back. Near 5-star game. You're not some paying for you're the woman, you're the woman account. Now, I will say, won't pay. Not so who to grow the bed and also gay for payment and of more. Not gain open and after on pay, Mambiama. So, what you know, so you have gone for now, so you have gone for to the DDR. Not now, so open, and I say open, I'm Zuja. After the Yaminka.
Let us say hello, good afternoon.
Hello, Mambiama, to say.
Yamiado, would any baby free?
I have 1D1.
You, Yanko.
And make your research, yeah, Alasad. Cannot room. Me channel pa a year a queer free a break command off. Honestly, me channel. Mambiama.
Yes.
Yeah, the Akoto president, Nana de Kufa not on Sayana. You be saying, yeah, the Akoto new. Now to know the note on sign. Parliament to claim say and few Parliament to claim and what on enemy. Then you hold. That banner for years is also. Maybe Muslim, almost the only almost also. Traditionalists, almost also. Christians, almost also. And I tell them the Bajan to Bandada. I am Master Fefenamo, almost Takonakono, almost Fakonakono. Now this of Burma and Gassy and another Gassy. Why would you not say? The man and another down a cookado. Oh, Yano, a door so do. I bet no more this is the consign. And young was not Ghana, young tradition uncle. And I propose some tradition uncle. And I propose to do the same course a year before your traditional. Oh, beyond gentlemen, young gentlemen first. Someone say, I want to come here. No, come cook me. Look what me quote Siamity. Sound say, young gentleman. Oh, my dear. Oh, my mother, here. What was so made president another number Cooper in Penfo, my moment so on Sabbath, so on so. Another number Cooperado. Then I found Maman Tomb and Marian Tomb said, you two not from some man come to Munjay. No, come Kumpe. No, Yakupo Kra, so all share more coming Queen. A year 200 of bomb out, a year 200 of Ebo Mayo. That's the piano. Okoba must say a 200 Ebo mine.
Let us say hello, good afternoon. Oh, so for my back up pair. Yanko.
Lady Benzi, me and me because President and saying about one a very resident. Would the Lady Benzi and about one can think and son say, I can't see me look and I mean, son, I ever swab. Yes, sure, I did a young blossom. Your culture, a cassette here, Bible cassette here, Koran cassette here, and she am not doing me say, or because of all time. Because Sanya Branson radio, oh my God, I am also cry. So I will first on the visiting in that kind of every yeah, mom, I have a bunch nearby, the young lady, maybe you couldn't rubber so. If you answer, but not do it mean what you did so fine. Because Sanya Branson radio number, never did this for my gun and have the Garada. And the Zenzi, only a minute.
Eraden Council home, say hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, BIAMAH.
At your dinner, baby, Africa.
Yeah,
I say it.
My mom, when you my father, only. And I'm in Yao, my friend, that I don't remember. And you see, Nana, Yayama, Assembly, I bet you think as me a president. I didn't know what the matter. I didn't parliament your country, or why you're going to my office, and I'm a backup. Every parliament there will be a better concern to president and no assign. They can be a very crank a president near IG for woman. And we look at me and so one day, but why do they say the book? I can't want them to say. If we say a good president and two of the signs one sign, and then you have a time. Today, yes, every year, I don't know, you're marketing more. Then I am marketing more because about it, radio station, oh, yeah, one of them. If you promote to admit a dear black, but you promote one and up for so I higher. If it is done, was on my Ghana, I think probably no my way, but come on up on my Ghana, yeah. It doesn't yet want my info, oh, my yet is Johnny, yet you find.
Let us say, hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
But your dinner, baby, Africa.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Adam.
Edima ko peje ni mo fan ko beria.
Yo, naija ni mo wabo di ma me fa kwan so na me nchi alaji. Alaji mete won ka che eti na ma mente won ka. Eja ni mo yenko.
Ani ama yo wa cha dia na me so me fa elect ya o ba information minister Abu Fatima Abubakar. Dia me ka nyina ne se. Tete me tu ama nti se wo baba. Na ja mo baba na me ba na me se. Ma me bia me be se wo baba ya ma me baba wo ba pini.
Eja ni mo. O be sra me baba ware ama wo baba.
Ai.
Enya ga wa e wo sa murumu ho a wo yira. Because ga mesa ne nkrama ya gu so ama mo ahwe wankasa na hwe de wapi.
Ani eja de ya na si afa ya ho agen.
That's it.
Because there was shine brother me ma ngware ma ne ma ngware kura. Me wo be fa me baba na baba ma mpene. Ana no se ba twa ko ti gata me. Ejimi na mbi za ade wo de Ghana ade anya ade ndike anya adwuma kura anya adwuma. What does anya ade be ya adwuma? Because of company ko for town wa anya ntu. Let from atame so anya ntu. Ena former brand mama so anya ntu. Entu ma ti anfa anya mera. Na do nkwa na dia kwa parliament ena dia kwa yemera. Ena dia asotwe atom so wo awunu ma ba ya ebeti wo. Say emera say na da ho. What you say? Na dey kamini ko do mi hu say obi ye bi na mi hu na ehi ba na men ko report. Enu say so mo de ba. Ye hu say ampa eni ba no so ye bi wo ha ko report no ha ne ye me fa no. Abra wani ehu enye say yes. Bye bye.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi.
Bacho dini baby Africa. Hello.
Yeah.
Hey.
So that is
Na me adumo na so e.
Boko Russia wanini.
Hey, Russia, mete won ka che.
Ibi abako de. Nyakupo adro ma mi odimi wo.
Radias bibi abe fine. Why?
Amen.
Enko.
Who say me tunu ti say broken anti for omo fa nu sa why? Mami BIAMAH. Ade no a yesi president ni table so na eda no. Ade na amanfo for sunu say on sign. Onu o mpe so wo yiri. Owoba. onum said the no na oba no benya yefu na adana obi direct to say president so onum obi enye fine onu amrani or famra no so no fire ade no president bebre ebetwem omo yankuma kwa time kwa ye gay and lesbian you can for a friend supi what I say anti amafo to omo boase no onkono mra kwan so na asudwembra me minimum oba mi do oba hia menya anwuto obo owoyefu owonufu owotuo owo Wembley party na Wembley udi granu cheso ahun se de de anti media sa de no mi tiri kwa wo ma ba mu anta amafo tu nu boase na na do beye obesan na asudwembra bye bye.
Meda say hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Acho dini be Biafra film.
We wa oni abeba akafia phobia me ka se African tabantu.
Phobia bibia bokode.
You wa do your team no ye say Real Madrid no.
Ye the radias yanko.
Mami dedikai wani tia na me tia incoming Minister of Information. What met to Abubakar baba we tia no be bibio obia. Ameka Robert Lanto kom Medina obaba be boa mo ni stramo a mo to abanema no mame asemu we na abana amanfo de asepreke bi mama nando se na sign ade ni mo nsu nkodu ni ho enti bi ya mi ni aba ko bi be kasai o se de de bia ye ya masa nkofo no ama tese omukura omo sere ye omo tiwa no omo so de agana fo no sere enjoy ade na mo ha mo sa ye besre ade ni nyankodu president ye lawyer onimra te ekodu nanim a onu nanim ekwaya obefa so a obesai na bi no nka na de ni ho bi ade ni si he no omo se atame se ka za onye okaza onye no kre busan se na peso na sam George no mo ni ade no mo ni ho amanya ho because omo say ya omo ye bibia ya kaza omo ne omo ne ye na akodi am o say edu na na do so NDC for no aye ni politics enti ma fle Ghana for moti that you na mo ye zaro ama body aye politics o enfa eduane mbre ho bi mi abetia ni obi ye ge ha o ye de me mfa ne ho o pa o be ye do be bia o na say di o to say ha me enti dia ni dina mo for so ene gidi ene yankosa so enfa eduane mbre ho I don't say more can almost say. And you must say that Rani could do one and another or best fine. Yes, because I know I'll be a virgin will be or being consumed will be. Also, still, politics one way into me, Emma because I didn't know. The more see a can clear, yeah, clear. Mumma and Carboko, that you be a buying the sign, not be the Africa. Now they say, and it takes that in another count, another or our mark. Nano, what you say? And there are munyata politics na moyen. Many of our men call him la.
Meda sipi abusia for hand ade enko se nyina ebesie Nine FM no so egua otie no LGBTQ hwan mrei mampanya kasa e de afa ho finance ministry wo mo so de krata abeto dwa chechemu de ntia enni se mampanyi esan mo se mampanyi hwe no afane san kwasase CDD Audrey Gajepo no so akasa fa ho charge boss ono susu ne o se mampanyin nim no de sa sha ase agitum ono ankasa be leading crofo amoma court Kali Bishops Conference wo mo so de wo mo say se mampanyin wunim no amfa won san hye be na se nani kire ya edi ayo abato 2024 emo na National Peace Council wo mo so chese wo de omu ni ha omu gina fifi wo mo de enment ase so ate ase eti enne ehun sem bebre na yeba abedosa mu kama ye betase ne sabe se panico na hahan ye betase ne benyansafo na ochena nyame ya adomo a Ghana yenya mfinhia poroporo aduosia enso 67 years after independence what is here eti eno so ye behwe na yedi ehon enkomo enkakra kama eti enne nsem a eguapono so ye beka ho asem eno no na aboafo ene wo mo beboa me Godwin Mahama of NDC ebusuamu o ha say afi na into mrichi ono so political analyst wa ba beka me ho wa ha ehwe ne mu se NPP ana musini ono so beba na afi enkomo no ageta wa ha say yedi kan yedi asede ni kabia Kunu Ghana Limited for Kunu for say wo de Araba Bazen Pills aba we medro oba wo afichi ko ho nsem aye BBC basa ukwa afichi anu ayase ya oya enhyeda maye onwa na wo fon au kafra obehwe na ni ayetum enka bone ne ade ewo mu Araba Bazen Pills no no bia beboa wo yie pa enya no nkwa oba o de wa etete wa brabo oba wo chima na emoja na ebabro so oba sabi wuni atenka untimi have orgasm yase because niema wom papa utimi have orgasm oh obi bia sisu ho so kama na niema nyina akoyie de amount oba waye mmere ewo mpem oba wo pa wo oba sabio unchi makra Mr. Mansanka Araba Bazen Pills na ebeboa Kunu Ghana Limited aside the hunchu capsules aba ya bema over prostate disorders Ojonso ntimi meye ojonso ne bia kam na se obema mu hyehyew asa niema bi fifiri bema no mu ba afi wo na obema so tia na etie ade asemni na ko ensempi Mansanka hunchu capsules bi wate na ebeboa wo Mr. Kill eno so Kunu enro no ebia bema wo so ni atenka bema pa se ugina ho se ejire atenka bia ni ho oh kafra yedi ensafo aso agikura wontehwe no ane se wusi won se mumintim udimi hunu ena ba ku bi susu kura eno so Mr. Kiwi eboa no eye bema wo premature ejaculation safo ne die wo mo asem ceiling omo asem power nim they say oh as why wadani oba by force oh kafra bema ko pe Mr. Kiwi bi ya Kunu for dia bay no be na so gina wonan so na wo kasa agigim pain tablets obia high blood pressure ewo so hypertension ono no man no so betimi aboa wo sa wo pesa wo na Kunufo wo no mo ukom na so na no mkodi nkita ho wo mo East Legon na Champion Junction wo betimi afron 0244 139 176 anasa 0204 139 176 and 0274 139-176. Baby, a tone robia, okwa kununre, sa ebeke bi wawie, womo ena eta yechi na yademe mainti jumedie abrewo. Mpenyo fo me mamo apa.
Yena.
Ya mini aba.
Bibi aboko de.
Oh, oba na dum bibi aboko.
Oba na krom te san. Ena bibi be wra ha homachi ni.
Traffic ukrum.
Yeah, traffic ukrum pa. I think say second years for no.
Mama
kwan nde.
SS.
Either first or second year, but the minimum say.
First years.
No, one omo run double track no. Omo second years no. Ama kwan nde. O double track na afa na. Na second year for no. Akọ njama traffic. E wo krom pa. Yeah, that one there is a fact. It's a fact. But aside and also say and then me try say me monitor the media space. You know, this immoral issue has become the topical, but because a part of the topic, you go into details. But that is one of the things, and also war into the public domain.
Nana.
Oh, Nana say I'm few by. What the way quota. so pibia begu me kwan so
yes so say so people so pini bi o
nsu to ani nyina beko
na say nsu nto
o mi se madam for panyin bi o se nti wanu kro nyina no kota otumi di gu lori kwan so ani
obi krom
kota anko so da for the purposes of the 6 match na president in fa ho keke no hu se won aye bribi but enya fine
some time ago 2 years or 2.5 years ago because Kofodua MAAME ba ko bi etofom ye koye na yi that time no mo say that bill say one of the government of Flagstaff House or no ne MAAME afiri mo say ne papa afiri to mba Kofodua yie oh me ko enkro say Kofodua na hye omo sie kwan
on patch
patch you know mo say mo jacket ni bi
no mo jeja
and I'm saying guase na aka bi ko gina ho and I'm saying guase na aka mo no mo na mo kan bi no main ti bi nkoso mo ma president me to amnam mo say kwan nye mo ya no ma be patch into oba smooth on say
all is well because obefa ho be one day no asan dan no after bribia nsuto a ni nyina be we me ade no say bi ni ho a wo de twan unsaka na waye preko ebe ni sopi ni egusu boka keke ebi ani say na okay wastage no is too much the wastage is too much unim say sika ye say no wo nka by this time ebe tumi asi factories be 50 sika ye say no kwa so tell say o say me a che but ubekan o say hwe sika go waste mami so hu na after Ochra near 67. Until what can we show for?
Mambiama. The Miniano war trouble. Amasama trouble constituency. Semen Kancho say Omuchiao. Now it's now as part of the celebration of 6th March, no. 67th birthday of Ghana, no. The youth wing of the Trouble constituency NDC the friend health work under the auspices of the parliamentary candidate friend Dr. John Ham and the constituency chairman and a constituency secretary and all the constituency executives about together with the youth wing organize health work into be within the Trouble constituency. Also, outside the Trouble constituency, but you share in the interest and development of Trouble and the NDC and Ghana as a whole. No, it's now unya kwenya now joining the Trouble constituency executives in this health work. Na yenante yentrete ya pom ne yemfa train the 7th December and even activities prior to 7th December. I will be there and you must be there. And you're restricted to only NDC4 because Ghana Mpuntu Eda Obibia Kumaso, Oye MPP ni, CPP ni, bra because ye ria no be din komo. Baby an komo papa wono, baby a the papa wono ena ye ko maybe na waira hoba you find light after the work because we'll have opportunity to give public speech particularly on the 24-hour economy. Ye pesi ye di be take away the high unemployment rate in this country. Ntomo se men country say osu nya akwenya na waba, Mageri nya akwenya na waba, Odami will producer na waba. Nana meto nsa frɛ osu betimi ayeden aba because as for health is very important. No say ye na no patutu at least by 5:30 na ya sha ase. Enkosi 8 de na ye wienti after 8 no ye na eba ko join 6 March because I know your civic duty. As you know, you take part in that. Sure.
But I say, yeah, sure. And as I that on the 28th of February 2024, Parliament of Ghana passed the bill on the protection of family values and you know what? That passes our bill. It's left for the president to assent to the bill. Na ababeye emra ya shase ede ayejuma. Na right now no sembebre na efimu epiepie no kra nam so ama mampanyin so aba be kasa e de afa ho na ye be fa no one by one utie nsem o mo kan ye president comment no ye be pick here no ambacho mo ntie ye mame ye be di kan pick president comment na ansa ansane aba finance ministry wo so letter wo troba ye ese ma president Vanessa enche sa amra na se TDD ye Audrey Gajepo ono so akasa Raj Boss without ono so akasa Kali Bishops Conference wo so akasa Peace Council wo neutrality me de me in fact me bonyo so na neutrality ye na mu play no wugina ha ade na ade na ye enya you condemn it what you say enti untimi meka say wo de untimi nkasa mfa ho na wugina mfimfin I mean it's unheard of enti ebe fa no makoma sa say the be discussion no ebetimi aye de na akoyie ede amaye enti in the first place no president Mahama meshan say e wo so president ese enkofo bi e de asem no akokoto court enima na say de akoko pie mu Supreme Court enti wo twen ama Supreme Court aka asem no awie ansana so obesan yo so onsan yo ebegina Supreme Court a decision a wo mo ebeteki eso me bawo na me kra me masum na because na me say that who particular group of people a wo mo de asem no e court mama
Ambiama
yes
mama nchia wetie fo no ahwefo ni na mama nchia nana na adade ni anso bebi o bi amechia no because me say mmiri bia no obeba oba na waso ana odi atu nit nti otie bebi o bia no ye twen no mama this issue of anti-LGBT is very sensitive and a border on Ghana ya mamre ni ya manie the friend culture and tradition and I am family values. Let's take our time and digest the issue very well. Let's to the first place Ghana young constitution entia a private member bail. Young constitution allows for private member bail. Until the Assam George any the other parliamentarians constitutional. That is the first thing. Two, then the omuye say encrophobi niye and in maybe omuye no. Yesusu say any Ghana ya money any ya mamre and the family values no ebo ebra. Inti yenye mra enfanketeli those actions and omode ko dan parliament.
Pressure crowd adum me te so say traffic wo enye traffic na esi mi kwan na bibi na mama lock wo baby nti na mo me my experience traffic kesi but enye traffic member chantro say me te so or say traffic nti
no maybe baby a ofi ba
bronya atade no nti bronya bia na ma hye no ba o chan ya me birthday nti ma hye nti me yi to ho next year. Medasi. Nana.
Yes, me bomb pie say echina any birthday and then obey discipline. And obey discipline so that program no be cause to torture. And was oh me kasa na obey to was o say o san be chance.
Una obey coming.
Da bi oh Mandiama into omudi kodan parliament. And a parliament e use legislative powers. They pass a bill. And young fan to on record and so say their parliamentarians need to call no. Aside and no omo bejeje enkrofo so adwene e de koto bill ne so. Christian council on a Christian community e de omo perspective e call ye. Islamic section and so the omo perspective even traditionalist e de omo dey den e call ye. Into bill na wo ho no enya the bill a parliamentarians no e de call ye no pe they factored in the views of Ghanaians into aside Christians traditionalists and a Muslims in Impono all the 275 MPs are represented our constituents and they also got the opportunity to make input anameboa. And last week, Nyamincha the esi chene beche enka hoda. And a parliament a pass bill. But let's bear in mind, last year July, one Dr. Amanda Odue issue Parliament in the Supreme Court on this same issue. Say Supreme Court injuncted Parliament on that particular LGBT bill now omu consider no, which was presided over by the Chief Justice, Justice Tokonu. It was a 9-member panel, and it was 9 against the plaintiff. 9 nina Eko Benkrumu say they cannot interfere in the work of Parliament. So amubo asemnu etugui. Inti ene ya pass per constitution article 106 no. And go through all the procedures area. As I say, you present Emma president. President assign ria na beye emra now to be enforced or can be enforced. Na obi bia oni ye bi betiati amra no ye betimi ayusu dia eden e de wakogina mra enim. Sa stage no e na ye do as oman. Constitution nso kire say parliament say president hwena ontimi nsan a obe ese so ochro a memorandum esan go back to parliament no stating the reasons intia ontimi ensign. But before then another opportunity wo ho man say obetimi a refer bill no to the Council of State with only reasons na ma Council of State. Na Council of State a consider the reasons no mo the recommendation aden abreno na wa pass it on to Parliament through the Speaker. Inti nini na samra ni na, but the end of it is that as I say president no assign bill no anase on sign. Endra enyumbre ene yete say president issue official statement. Ni position ni say obede this issue according the Supreme Court, the highest court of this land. Intinu ono de onye ready say obe sign bail no until say Supreme Court ebua asem no. Emmanuel Mameti asem no, I was surprised and I asked myself if indeed Nana Danko Akufo-Addo president a lawyer. The reason why me bisa sa ni say Ghana we practice what we call separation of powers. The executive exercises the executive powers. Judiciary exercises judicial powers. And a legislature exercises legislative powers. Bear in mind, say, Machira will say, Dr. Amanda Odue case, you know, Supreme Court can say they cannot interfere in the dealings of Parliament. Menu also can say, as at Endra, now there was no lawsuit from the Circuit Court to the Supreme Court. Obidiaka Koda in court say Parliament are passing mrawe until you stop a president from signing. Until president's statement to making drano, it was a total lie. And true kesia o chaye actually Ghana for ni wiasia for 9 na.
Who investigation?
Jensi ameka sane se me say as at Endra. No be niwa we see president and our parliament. Any of our court with regards to the bill. Way 1:00 p.m. and a 1 Richard Sky of City. I can file a lawsuit. Wow. So it makes me think like President a lawsuit with because he knew what was about to happen. And a preemptive edition statement. If not say only more, he cannot be preempting say obi per se. Oko si unti no metain. Nti se nipa na ankwe. But enun tun kodare dia make an say. Si uti ni mpo nipa ne dia kono. Supreme Court has not injuncted the president. Anameboa. On fa tabu on to mampeni so say. Men sign ten na ye di asem ni wi awasan. So he can go ahead to exercise his executive powers. A constitutional provision. A constitution e dia man is obey. Do you get me? What am I gonna say? Into obetimi go ahead assign because nobody has injuncted him. Into then the president no from signing. The next issue soon so one is and you see who can send it tells you say MPP as a party. And now the Danko AKWAFO yemu president. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so kan the party is in support say Obani Obanda ni Bema enda. The anti-America say menu ka say bill nimpo has not gotten to the table of the president. Uncle Yobia odi a chain Yanfa bill number 2 enim. King Kine. Now make critical suggestions. Say maybe section 1, section 3, section 10. In your wisdom, no, you think say any Ghana constitution ebu ebra. Then enubaya will reason here. Ube churadiako parliament say me mpese me sign.
Mama, but me sure say bia obi edi kan dia ko na bia riches kind so edia ko bi
obi amfankoe I stand to be corrected, but what I know is that obi amfankoe and who a journalist no me say obi amfankoe oh say then and will you stop this what you are saying no what you not here you see yeah baby yenina yaka tie baby yenina yaka say oh wait before God, we've not met. But the ambassador out here say, you see, so who make his statement be say, you are insulting my intelligence. As if say, I don't have wisdom to research, learn, and even do my own. No, please.
Who say no court in Ghana?
Yes.
And who say what Ghana court to
the best of my knowledge. The anumu about Amanda Ogun. And then Makachre onu. Yan fa nimpo se me ye NDC ni. My dear man, who ye journalist of high standing. This may be so say. Since this LGBT ye pass here. What is so obede Assembly Akokot? The whole media stations. Omu nyina ewo on saying court correspondent, and I'm friend saying court correspondent. Has any of them reported to you say Obi file a lawsuit on that? Sometimes they apply a little common knowledge, but I want to assume so maybe other day any say Obi SU aside which is sky idea no. He should prove to me say onu the omuko shia wo omu party office omu chira won say they should come and defend what the president is doing no. This is the document they gave to the unfortunate for. But the American say, so far the lawsuit are called the court, which is the Supreme Court. I had the area where 1 o'clock, which is sky SU. So the president knew of it, say ABC, into the man, or they are part of the reason. But now the American say, my dear man, at the end ponu, who say a lot of corrections, amendment in it. Into a clerk. Everybody can then boom. Now at the end, they will have a look at it because I say a court speaker. Now finally, Omode, a court, my president. At the end, Pon president. So I can tell you, say even the content from A to Z, he may not know all. So why the rush? Why the rush? In that is like all the chain, Jem from Brew, Sakin kind of yaw dear, who Attorney General then, ever honum. The Attorney General can read and explain to you. Now, baby, what problem with no? Then that becomes the reason you put in the memorandum of the Parliament. But and then the statement nature say, "Adianu po nyam beto on the table so ye." Now Parliament impo and compiling re impo no. He is telling Parliament, because I won't even sign. And I think say. As I said, President, I have vetted in mind to the fact, say, where your public interest matter. They are on yin to mumpose a bill ni yan passing. Nika cry ding. And yes, anka parliament, ya can yo. Yeah, no. People who disagree with the bill would have said, say, I am against it. But because do now majority, if I will not lie, about 90% of Ghanaians are in support of this bill. The only person I met who said, on the what G atu neni asia all bill ni ya Markins MPP majority leader me follow ni keenly on your say the party fompo ni MPs were lobbying him no mu lobbying so on premier any secret ballot na ke secret ballot anka on that 20 bill no ni na counter to say MPP as a party they support say obani obanda ni bemanda all because abaya or promise Ghana beyond aid abaya or see and what's a yebobosia di bu o man Ghana and the bosia bo any aid grant loan abeye so lucrative and attractive to this government that ene aban e to minewo ya mamre ni amane because of sika and that cannot be done and madam akuru ya ye kunu enya me baby amenyi edunu nobody can force me to do what I don't want to do anameboa very difficult to be for somebody to indoctrinate me. But the issue is yenkolano, the minors and the infants. Omuna ye kuama. And omuna ye jaye ngetia eden amawon. Inti yembisa ye hu se yanku kupa enja echipa amaye manoma. Posterity will judge us and posterity will go after us. Because Ghana yen tradition say uwu ana uwu ye. That is what the traditional leaders believe. This is the time, as I said, MPP. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Aoye Muslimi. Also, the flag bearer of the MPP. This is the time he must air his view. Nagana phone now who baby ojina. Besides, wakachira and say, Okitani own vision different from President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo Anameboa. Into Amaye who say, ni position ni say oba ni obanda bema ni bemanda oba timi dane ne ho bema timi dane ne ho oba bema timi wari dua ene emoa eda anase ni view ni say or supported the passage of the anti-LGBT act. If not, said the Catholic Bishop Conference a issue statement, I will use this your platform to tell all Christian unions, Pentecost for Muslims for Anglican for Roman for omo issue omo we must stand resolute. We must let the government of the day see the MPP who say they are exercising the powers for and on behalf of the people of Ghana, not for and on behalf of bilateral or multilateral countries. Africa, Nigeria, apasi those bill. Cameroon, apasi those bill. There are a lot of African countries, including even other foreign countries, on my passing anti-LGBT Act bill, and the country is still running as expected, and it's even better than Ghana.
May I say now concerning bill now ya de court no, mako my jaw online, and na mako read the Parliament dragged to Supreme Court over anti-LGBTQ plus bill. Me read this story no throughout. But me won't link be as to say be connected to a first person or an individual be what the kind ede asem no akokwate bia nke beka say nipa just fifth match and they are 205 and I make us say if it should in case say obi the kind akokot dada and this story will link to that, which means that this is the first person what taking the matter up to court after Parliament passed it. Now, can somebody sue Parliament?
Oh,
can Parliament be sued?
No, it depends.
Okay,
it depends. If they are working within the powers given to them, they cannot be sued.
Okay,
unless they are going in excess of their jurisdiction, then that one they can be sued.
They can be sued. As to whether you will be successful in your suit is a different thing. Okay. I can decide to go and sue God. Obi cry a bida or Ghana ha. Upa pursue Nyankopon. Open to me sue dying way. But say ube winni. Say judges ni ube ya.
Because it won't suffice. That's what I'm saying.
The simple question was, can any
Parliament be sued?
Yes. Sorry, cause you be a upe bia.
Thank you. Nana, member house way.
Mami. Mami minchia we na minchia minyo anu mami no wonhia Godwin and Adade. We woke up na house be a friend of Kwadade house. Na Adade no Kwadade for no was stubborn. Anyway, so who the cafe? Make a master. Anyway, me mama kwaba. Mami, asema da opun Yesu ya yedi ho abobo yi. Obi bebi sese. Ehin ni efi ene ya ba bepue ha. Meno say parliament a passe, say president ese so de nsa hye nkrata ase nebra nebeye mra say yebeye hu hula balu. The question is simple. Me pa uchewu eka yenko cha hu. Mami eka yenko cha hu. Nti wuti ho kama fefe se mani da wani ma wani da manimi na ma etwa me hu sewi me ko hu adidindindin ba we ti se bayire na makase me ne bayire aden Nyankopon onu ani nyansam enti no bo obia ene oberema eye den na Nyankopon bo obia ene oberema esan so onim se emiri bi bedu oberema anaso obia esese wote ade ye de na ade ye de ne enye adua nko ane ade ye de na ade ye de nso ewo baabi bebre sauti ase na sene be ye a wobehu no eno na hwehwe ye ehia na se okwabran tumi bɔ ne ho modin akohu ade ye de not ne ye de no di ne ye de na ne ye de ama na ni eje dedede a wo se mempe wei nti me kwakɔ ye biribi foforo aden hwɛ unim se krom ha impo wawari obi anase uni obi ti ho as girlfriend and boyfriend no unam krom a untumi nkisin esan se enye yemra even why a wedding impo no ka say you may kiss your bride impo etore bi ana am very wom na ye den na ye be kwa to extend say oberima ni oberima obia eni obia ade we ensi say yes so it should be dead on arrival. But you see, you're to say yes, a democracy. Yes, a kabima min kebi. We say you're all right. In teacher say, ya must say, a didi and timama, ye who sweatra. Inti bibia yesuya bia, yesuya manatra. Nanka, adia we and wakukum. I will be a who day. Then I okay say, mensu me per se, me yena, dead, no be a who. Say, I didn't quite yet to say, Uchia entry, Ukanswa, Endika. And this is saying, see, I'm for wisdom be and chreche, Timemufuno, and one tears say, when ye young culture. Inti say, President be pass you, say on pass you. Mama baby, no quarantine, young fanto. I do when your mutromujo asem. It is our Bayashua, no Ayashu. Now, maybe so, mammy, maybe so. Impanyinfu ya wose wo di ade yachi ya wonde wo pese wo passing into law yi wonda won yere no won bra ho wonda won yere no won bra ho won man inyi ya won aso aware a wo ne nananka nso amone ne ekeka ho so obi adanti na won ma no won afa won ama mmerema so ye berema won ka se me ware ma oberema na wahwa ma waware atena se akọwadi ni bi afra ntoma kama na wo wie ya wo se won a aka na wore ba ne de mopa munya ni se aba edem boni ni yaye inti boni ya ni se ya be sorry ano patututu ebi wo ha be 3 am ni yakwa sala yakogina wiem ni yato abama MPs yato abama president na brana be hihye mra mayen na yani nya emra wo de ba no yesi yempe inti it should be dead on arrival we say debida what they untie. Now you see, me bisao, mame, ebia na me di minim, metime krasi inte ebia na minim. Anye bia se wo pasi embrebi wo parliament na say president sign ahina no de ko
clerk of parliament
enti clerk of parliament no owo ho ana oni ho
oh they are there na ni pa baako
na eye den na wunse na ubi sese eye den na 11 ni de adechi na aba ama won apase esanse enu ni wo ba be Jessica je eviensem ana mebwa
ye mpuntunyuma so de sika na de ye
na
ye pesika ne tem
enti sam mpuntunyuma na wo kase ye be ni nyina aba so wo kase we 11 ti say akobam ebe so ye nti eso ye nan eso bibia na yi yen haw nyina ne yen yare nyina fi ho etumi yi won aya parliamentarians aban leaders woda oman anim mpempi sabi eye won say yen a yekoto aba ne yenim nyansa. That is how I see it, because ade no ebeboa on dia wodi mirika na ne na ye ne apasi na ne ebema yenso ye ho atoye ne nam a yebetumi afeli say yes we are Ghanaians, we are Africans no eno the one pass and I say one ka ho asem kra yembi say hu say esa emre eko parliament how many years ni enti of all these years and all these years wow mpanyifo hu say asem na woka no ebia mpempenso ebeba be wie ni enti ahomboa ben na maye se eba na ebeto yen a then ye beye asoman. That is what we call planning. But yem panyifo eda yanimu eno ahwero won abo won ti se ne adwonso abo akoko because ade no ebe hitina na fe orepe baby e di excuse any blame na eden akwa akoshe say president utumi my the whole world any Ghanaians nyina ti say obi di adesem no akọ na say asem a wankasa wo kan ene nia menua yi kan a me ankasa mahu krata ni bia eda so say in 1 p.m. say na on the feet ana na on the feet and so enura na president ade ni nsem atugwa nti wo bebisa hu say anye bia dan na president hu nti a otumi ma Ghana fo eti say asem no obi akukuru di akọ court nti osane a enye anye bia fiti da be ni ehu say so obi kukuru asem kokota president sane a enye asem no po wotumi de obi ko 12 years 10 years president wetumi akase me na me president nti mayi nipa no ensi ana ensi da ebi ensi da nti aye den ena wenku ade wo pushi ade akwakoshe court fo ekon nti unim ahana na me hu ni say we are hiding behind the rule of law, hiding behind the constitution, hiding behind democracy and say I made me who song after all a court no we say me mani mbamu ekoba ni say enye say me kan ekoba ni say court ko kase enye mra pa on say any say enyo no ye or the court na court akwa iti on the oni asem bia ka
wo yam anka president and sign na go be fan court na say court na court over 10 a na nya na waye
that's it after all tama yari passing e-levy what say speaker and say otina gwam first deputy say okay say otwaba anamebwa say donkuma ka say wonga abo budget bi egu anamebwa ewi achi no wo wie na wonga baba kasa no wasan court wo court no then they see what say he has the right to be there wonga ambo anu angu popokui into what is wrong with say hey me wo flow me anu me wo flow hey esa me moba me bue cartoons kesi o na mama fo etie cartoons
na 2004 mama
iti me my dream kira me say niema bi rekoso a yem panyimfo empese yebehu nokware na ewo baabi anye bia entity a yetete sene a international bodies bi ni nasefo no they are threatening aban otisui. Is it true? And you know why hiding behind the law court? Okay, say obi the assembly court. Na ye bia obi the assembly court. Are you as a president? What is your stand on it? And when you person you say sia as a president and from day one, mommy, who can say we any interview bi o amanoni? O say if it is no say parliament assembly or parliament anamebwa. Ewi achi no assembly fi parliament I say dey aba wanim. Enu wanim kura na sa to me na
definitely we
it is a riba wanim a
What is taking them so long to present it
anything
to the president?
Or is it because we don't have a minister for parliamentary affairs? Don't we have a minister for...
What is the work of the majority leader? What is the work of the clerk of parliament?
Well, it's a BIAMAH. We say, baby, I want to worry. Until it will take them about 2 weeks and so on, baby, a president office war, no, the name na kwa kochireno. Because, mentiasi, se to me pass e-levy overnight. Na se we di say still, a medu wenim ye dia. I don't wenim. I am the say, Catholic Bishop Conference. Wongama, Ghana fu nyina ati asise. The president and Sanya di Padia will be leading campaign. Emma MPP I go back to the bush. Make her back to the bush because elephant is supposed to be in the bush. So what I say, but etorobina say elephant obe kroma o say niama. Enunti na ma niama bebre asesen. O ti wo brain na dan bubu. O si wo brain na emre asese wo pass. O si wo pass. So what I say, na niama nyina jesem.
E symbol keke nyese bia.
Oh but Ashansudi bia e won nkyerase o. So what I say? We be na odom. O ye asona. Yo. Sa unam na ushia unia. Mu wo efewa mudi anamboa. Aha, nti say elephant e ba krom. No huni nua elephant. E wo kroma. Den esi. We di nansi wo gbum. Na we di nansi wo gbum. Wo bo na amuna etutu amuna. Enu kura ka oni aloro kwa nyina etutu.
Bedase. I was here for 800.9 and was so a go out in another day.
Wadaroma, Umana 10 minutes. Umana saying 10. Now I'm away 10. And this is for me to buy me 20. Why? Nana, my main set is some record straight. Ogra Mahama, any Nana, any Miami Tihui, me GD say, because my tea free anopa. The only time I mean TMO, a time I may call into some meeting. Any Nipado do a metie woman nara, including even one more or more can say ma or man penin faninsa and shekratana mate me wuni. But including even sa nipa no me nisa menya nipa back or my yimu me jidisa one more moya sabi sa trumumu no crampo no. Obuan kasakura nim say nya adipa me gidi pa because me nyantie nipa baako a wa sorry a wa kan say sansem hunu no o man bi ti say Ghana ya nyintum me nyantie ni mpeninsem de atoso mienu a me pese me ka ho asem ne say mami ade yi ba ye yi enya na na sha ase o ase owura atamils penso ana meboa first na omu nyina hye sumu ase obi ante omonka owura tamir penso ana UK government eba be ma yen grant bi ena omu prime minister sabre no ekoka ase se yen ya nya ntumu a no owura tamir se bo se santi na homa me osika fa osika me dia mi ntumi nyina ho e ma yen fa owura mahama me pesa etiefo tie sa tape Owura Mahama time Owura Tamils ye mampeni na Owura Mahama kroyia John Dramani Mahama kroyia ye mampeni abedi echiri okwa amano ne na ye ne interview ne ebisa ne se sa ga nsem na apie woman mu ho asem te sei odi wada ya misandi ma asem wa misandi ma omunya ma sandi ama Mahama ye otimi nchen Odi wada ya.
Meba.
Therefore, utwi wo mu aso na utwi wo mfom, utwi wo mfom ene de akeka ho a. Enye ye already no omu eye adwa
eye mano me ba
category of men having sex with men. There's a very strong cultural hostility to homosexuality in our society, and so often people are not willing to own up to their sexual orientation, and so these people are normally underground. It's difficult to identify who they are. It's difficult to reach them with awareness. It's difficult to reach them with treatment. And so we are trying to educate people to understand that we need to remove stigma so that people can come out, of hiding and be able to say, yeah, this is my sexual orientation.
Wait, come on. Owura Mahama, ye bisa no gay one asem. Wanka ensem a NDC for ka se nana do nye ne no. Wan raise ba kokra. De oka ye ne se, omo ye nipakuo bi a omo ho asem ka akoye din. Enti ye nhwe kwan a ye befa so a ye bema wo
mo asem ka akoye din because one
omo sie
omo suro omo akote. Eti eden se wo behu won na ono omo akasa na ebi a wa educate wo mo anase wa conscientize wo mo.
Enti ye nya
ana mo bi wo ho a wo de ama won.
Enti ye nya de.
Enti ye nsa se educate.
Enti de America ne say asem we de enti a me kofa ba ye ne say NDC for factory mu pobia se Ghana for trimu say MPP for ti say de owura yi kan say MPP for de ye de ye patrumu na ye patrumu de a efri china anopa anka na don sign na ye nsa ase nchi wo mu sana woka sana mrane kan but the American ne say Ghana for ye nyina ye mfoa so me ameti hoi fa asore to nchen fa muslimi ni to nchen sabe mi hu ne say ye me maame wo mi maame fa wo nso emra mu kakra wo maame wo wa hu say kramai bema etare kramai bema to da anka kramai de ye se wo pemate say kramai na che say kramai de anka wagidi na wati bida wa hu bida wa hu bi video mu kurada TV so kura wa hu bida sa kramai bema tare kramai bema to ana aponchi bema etare aponchi bema to. There are things that we as human beings cannot accept it. Inti mimi ya nipa ba ko a omo fresh ade ne human rights ah. Me say enya even animal rights. Enya muampo a right. Now they are besusu nipa because abuampo nye. But ye kan sansem we ya ye nyina ye hu ne say busudie nti anka mane men ye mpo. Anka the conversation around it shouldn't even be happening. Sa meti hey nanka me ka owura Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ni niama pa o de brega fo a o se me ba meye enanka meti ha ka ho asem nanso unfortunately ya betra ha na ye ka gay fo asem
but at the memo chance to continue with your this thing na Mr. Wa ma enhwe a rate of summons no me sa ka bi e wa ha no mu say person ka ye hwem e kakra ai o siki about 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 reliefs and osiki. It is one or say declaration that the true and proper interpretation of Article 33(5) of the Constitution of 1992 in light of Articles 12(1) and 2, 15(1), 17(1) and 2, 18(2), and 21(1) A, B, D, and E of the Constitution, the passage of the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill 2024 by Parliament 28 February 2024 contravened the Constitution and is to that extent null, void, and of no effect. That is one. A declaration that the Speaker of Parliament contravened Article 108 A, II of the Constitution in light of Article 296 A, B, and C by admitting and allowing Parliament to proceed upon and pass the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill 2024 into law as the same imposes a charge upon the Consolidated Fund or other public funds of Ghana. That is two, second relief. The third one is a declaration that Parliament exceeded its authority under Articles 106(2) and 108A(2) in passing the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill 2024 as the same imposes a charge upon the Consolidated Fund or other public funds of Ghana. A declaration that upon the true and proper interpretation of Articles 108, 102 and 104(1) of the Constitution, Parliament lacked the requisite quorum to pass the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill 2024. 5. An order restraining the Speaker of Parliament and the Clerk to Parliament from presenting the Human and Sexual Values Bill 2024 to the President of the Republic of Ghana for his assent. An order, me pacho ha mi wo interest kakra wa ha or say one of the another relief, or say the fifth one, an order restraining the Speaker of Parliament and the clerk to Parliament from presenting the Human and Sexual Values Bill 2022 to the President of the Republic for his answer. Now, which means say, Osiki court no. Hey, court in betimi ashe Speaker say ma and presented this bill to
the court cannot.
wow.
Mami, wadaroma, mami ntwa masem so. Na the ono kan.
O pese yeti ni din.
Ghana ni it's sky ni din wo baby ada.
Another one, an order restraining the President of the Republic from assenting to the Human and Sexual Values Bill 2024 as such action would directly contravene the constitutional safeguards of liberties and rights of Ghanaians. The seventh one, an injunction bearing any attempt to enforce the provisions of the bill, particularly those criminalizing same-sex relationships and related advocacy efforts. Such further orders or directions as to this honorable court may seem meet. And there is a relief or no a plaintiff, Richard de la Sky. Yeah. Okay, let's wait.
Me can say Obia wo to me.
Let's wait on the Supreme Court.
Met me aka say ma me uti radio so aka sa do the whole court. Me say radio so
ba we interject to.
Uti me do court. But as to whether the reliefs you seek will fly, no there a different matter. Be mami, my same here and say LGBTQ emrai ebe nipa bebre including everybody in parliament or the name Sasha ase me gidi say omo nyintum say yenye tumutumu ti say de me ka sha ase nanso me de me personally emra no yanhwe yi a ye be ye mra bi a ye be kan ho asem e wo dan mu ha mra bi a time a ekwapim polo enya asem no o kai say ye kan wo dan mu ha yi a me na mete akonwa we ya so say mra na ejeli ekwapim polo say onu wa wuro ne ba ho na ode ne ho kire ne niama no sa mra no o pa fa kom akura ase ana mahama akura ase wo north e ho na obehu say akora ne de pioto no kura oni bi na washe ode na mabonti na ode di agro. But on a more serious note, in that mra no e wo mu say wo kofie kura na wanhwe ye uyire ye aduane mahama ye a otimi nchan na Godwin way na okofie na ne yere abom kwan na se wan ni aduane na samra na timechi no samra na ejeli ekwapim polo no samra na enti wanhwe yi a meka wo baabi se ye wo krom ha ne ye ropa ye be ye ropa no e ho nsem bebre bai ye kan se ropa wanhwe yi a ye ntumi implement ye pass ropa ye be.
And then go first time.
Yeah, and vote back every Togo. But the issues came up that we should have looked at it. But we looked at it from the political lens. And now many wuti hui. NDC aba MPP President Kufuor pension ye pass here. President Kufuor ntumi amfa anji vote. NDC aba omo ntumi amfa anji vote. MPP asamba mfie ngotwe na ye komu yi 2024 na eba yi. Ye ntumi amfa anji vote. Ropa no adane bosum. The me can say, yet time, Adian ye chiri, Adiano yempe, Adian wo ye maim, yem penning some wetty, men person make can want some cry. Bemrana ye passing, and rana meet ye abnamo way what them high. Na me drive, na meet ye abnamo way. And I may say abnamo way, dear wo can and rano. Said Nanka president assigned him rana and abnamo way could 10 years straight, according to the law. When him do your kind. Or bonia abramo we ye nra na make kan ho asem sese and this abramo we bo KK di bana or UK na or say or mo ba be or mo koye demonstration wo Ghana embassy ho no abramo we bo tape no he has broadcasted LGBTQ activities 10 years in jail. What broadcasted? The law says that the mrana ye kan ho asem say se wo broadcast ade no ti say akwa ne se okoye demonstration na wa ye ne LGBT mo friends say advocacy wa guarantee na yi or promote.
This act applies to a person who is involved in the promotion of propagation of advocacy for support or funding of LG111.
Baku broadcast in another
provides another one who provides or participates in the provision of sex or gender reassignment, surgical procedure, or any other procedure intended to create a sexual category other than the sexual category of a person determined at birth, except where the procedure is intended to correct a biological abnormality, including intersex, or the fourth one, who engages in a sexual activity prohibited under this act.
Mommy, me say who brought me my camera nyina be impre Debbie, she's reading an article. I'm telling you. Oh, my notes, baby. I'm reading her member. No, she's reading a part, one article of the law. That's what I mean, not an article as it. But what I'm saying is, section 11B. 11(1)B. What do you users of an electronic device.
They've done series of amendments.
This is the last one that is coming to the president. Mami address
what am I reading?
Bakuna wo kind of where 11B ni say final one na me kan acha 11B 11B. I see anybody I might just roll on it, but okay, mami kan A no. 11 ni say subject to the provisions of the constitution, a person who through a medium technological platform Twitter, Facebook, technological account or any other means produces, procures, markets, broadcasts, disseminates, publishes or distributes, or B, uses an electronic device. Who share TV? So who share TV? No be kisi what TV no so bema ni bema e film ni no mu kisi a what 10 years. Electronic device, the internet. Oh,
Let me see what you
the internet service.
Let me see what you are reading. Because it seems like what you are reading is different from what is here.
Or any other device capable of electronic storage or transmission to produce, to procure, market, broadcast, disseminate, publish, or distribute. Mami, enti na me ka say enra de abran meti abran mowe na obo abrante any tape. Oh dabi yansan ni mra no enya mra. Etese no eye bill enya mra. But the make can say sanka ya sign ni mra no. E na aba into force onu a obi propagating the demonstration wa abrochire. Na onu fa voice na or broadcasting mami ameti Ghana ha meti ebi no. Emra ne say Enfiedu copy Enfiedu. Ono onya gay, onya ebi. In fact, one of the earlier ones now, and Sunday you push say yes, no. So even at all, the 090 owura despite or tini baby and the business and the juma. Station where ya ne dia no. Abramo where about tape no. Owura despite benya 5 years. So me can say, the American say, there are certain refining brano. And there are certain, even though at the anger. The bufona me ne wo nyina ye di hwemra no e bufuona ye mfa mpep trumu no say ya nhwe ne yi a ye be ye mra bi na me kwame adade a me twam me de me ka atwam kura na obi kisi obi na ma nya adaje anjina nkwankofra police mu mbechi na emra no me atomra no be ma bi kisi be ma bi na ne mahama akoshe kona omo ye omo ade na me twam na me hu wo omo so mo ye na man jai dia me ye bia nkofra koti se prosini brabechi wo mu fa wo mu kwa matumra na me ka say nti say wo dia bufuo no the sentimental part of it mami say yeah the sentimental part no me wo niam bi wo so mami we the next round say that me ba the sentimental part no na ye nyam frim say part na ye nuanom NDC 4% mu pinche edi no MPP NDC. This has nothing to do with politics. I am angry with it as much as an NDC man, as much as a non-political person. We are all upset. Ye nyina ye bofu, ye mpesa ye behu bibi sei. Ye nyina ye nyaaya nka mampani ebesa imra no. Be mami Ghana ni bia otie yen. adwene ye ne say ye de mrana koma nanado na etwentwan ni na ase ubisa ma asem afi na me be yi ano say ye wie mra e wo parliament
Yenafo anu sima me
parliament empanimfo clerk ni na badwafo etna ase no mo ahyehye mra ne yie no mo ahwe say de parliament fo kan ye no eno na ye type ya na ye yes anyama ni nyina na sa omuji tum say ade na ye kan say ye nye parliament ye gitumu ye passe say enko abonte no eno na ekwa ansa na clerk dia akwa mama mpani enti sabre ya me ne wo ka say yenso ya present ade na akire Ghana for say anka Ghana for nyina ade na ye passe ye na eda na ado anim na ado aye na adwene say men sign Sana nanati hoi na adwene ye no sana etiefo etie me no omo adwene ye wo mo maami enti sa nanado krata no kura no enyandru nanim afi na parliament fo ye ho adwuma na omo de akọ enti ye nyina ye nya abotre me say me obi a organize demonstration say ye di tia LGBT hwan me ni brafo kura obi antumi nka no me ma join ni MPP fo bebre wo ho omo be join ni be say omo akoye ne say MPP NDC adwene enti na me ka say me nyi ni say NDC 4% ye sign contract away. You know why? Let me give you another proof. MPP for say yeah finance minister out of the 137 MPs 95 sorry that crew organize way a trog petition say finance minister adia chen ya NDC for say yeah finance minister no mu ko twitwi niama ensem fata niama bi be frafraye na MPP for say bu enya sa na ne ye ka no it is sa na mo pe ne dia ene mu nkom kwan na ye nkwan ade na say it na make us a Ghana for misrem mwadawroma ye nyina yakob bankrum for the first time I have never seen 175 MPs omo vote for one bill apart from omo musika ye koto V8 ama omo vote but say ye ka asem bi no omo nya bi da for the first time omo aye nti mu ma ye nya boto na ye nya ma NDC for nya ndada na omo dada ye no na ye mfa akoma pakro any adwene kro ye mfa attack LGBT and we will win as a country.
Thank you Adade. Mama wo bibika.
Yes mama you see enye wano ni dede na ode beye no medical catch now say and I also want you to say
Adade you spoke for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes. You started listen. Listen.
15 minutes.
Listen. You spoke at 8 minutes after 3.
And I will call crime how many?
And I'm
3 minutes. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. How many minutes?
The American is, don't worry. The American say, I am a desert that they are just to say, Bill no koto mampeni enimu ye. And the map me di kayami bisa say, and the na mampeni mirikana o tutu na o kase. Adiana kako do court, emrena enko do court impoye. And inti eba on sign, please. Inti eba on sign. Some mampam mirikano o tuwa kohin. You see before the gods will if the gods wants to disgrace you, the first will make you mad. Please. Oh, mami. Inti mampeni ya we say. Inti mampeni ya we say. Oh. Inti mampeni. Whoa.
Mampeni eba out be can say oh. Ebi ana enipa bi ede asem no be court. Inti yentwen ma ye ho break akra. So be amfa kwa then I sign. And now bibi but the way I'm mampeni can I said I don't know what. You know said this is what is going to happen. You know sir.
Mama okasa mankasa. Me say mampeni mampamerikana o tutu no kwahin. If the ghost wants to make you mad, they first disgrace you. Mampeni ankasa personally. Person mrawe ye be pass. So he is in a hurry to state his position. Because common sense will tell us I didn't better open so ye. You don't know what it entails in the bill. Now pass judgment. Say
I said defend this.
Yeah,
you know he has I was president Becca say bill no ne sanyankai.
Me say, me person or differently on position say on man penny adiana kodru ni hon on sign here. It is your whole infrastructure. That is your position.
So can I talk?
Talk, I'm listening.
Defend that first, then you continue. Andrew, say okay, man penny statement. Then okay.
Before the man penny statement.
Before man penny statement.
Adade tie. All of you are off. Listen. Adade tie. Can you keep quiet and listen to me for just a second? Adade. Ye pass first e-levy emrano. How long did it take the president to assent to it? Maybe not. I'm not giving any wrong. Listen. The moment a parliament ever pass a policy bino and as a bill bino, straight away a co-president because with the kind of a swiftness and maybe or the edge offense e-levy two mono obianim say when so no. That is why people are reading connotations into it.
Can I go? I don't know why he's interjecting. Let me make my point. The American say I am the same mini adade agya to mu say be onu nkodu man peni hoye.
Okay.
So the thing is that ni man Americana o to o kire yen say on sign o to akohin. Forget about at least 10 now didn't brand other day
to now his phone is off and whatever he's saying nobody is hearing him.
Now point it out to sections I would think say it is inimical to the constitution but otutu Mampamrika and it is based on the Mampamrika na Mechira will say he had that primitive mind say on sign. That's the first thing. Two, baby adade read this statement in Nano. He gave wrong interpretations to it.
I am not interpreting.
Even let me tell you,
I am not a lawyer. I am not a lawyer. I am reading black and white. You to read yours. Don't say.
Miniaba.
It's you.
Are you not aware, say? At the end of nobody can barge into your room to tell you what you are doing at the four corners of your room. It is when you want to promote it. I say open promote it. O the babontin influencing crofo and I'm running it. Who advocate I'm running it. Oka say
that is what
the Oka say. Who shall move impo? Now crofo ya you be arrested. It's a lie. And I just stop lying. Stop lying, please. I said stop lying.
I am not lying.
Stop lying. Stop lying. My last point. The last point. Oh,
you say I'm lying. Which part of it?
I came set me bow. Abnormal way issue now. What they example? Abnormal way issue. What they me ba? What they example? No. Yem pass him rano. It was home pass worker. It is ye pass him rana. Oh, koya sa promotion. No.
Adia. Yemra. Yen culture and tradition is against. Nobody should be given the chance to promote. Me no kasande. Some bet na radio so. Did you be ensem now the make quota? The court will sue even your station. In addition. Into any new Sam Ranway Kase, Obi Betna promote here, despite will be part of the suit. This is not the first time it's going to happen. So that they stop misinforming the public.
That's it. Nana Bajo be cut.
What is it? Bajo on your television. What's it then?
Declare anti-LGBTQ bill null and void. Richard, the last guy to Supreme Court.
Yo, it's not just say near Abeto Gwaning. Na yembi say anyebia ososo announce so. Say, oh, I don't know. I quite down mutro mujo. So, and yenim say adi enye. But instance say yes ye mra. It is a mranti. Ubetumi afasi kan se medi kumme mami. Say, oh, mrani mami who can say me fast can warm mami. It's in my and him nam the one. It doesn't make sense to me. And you're part of us. And any buena baba to extend say, young Ankasa, ya train buena say, ye ni bue fan. It is say, ya nam cry, ya da crani and ye bue. How?
The last guy even works at the office of the majority leader.
Can you imagine?
What was that?
You see, what's it? Who vivi ofuna ni a na hu dem.
Sama.
No, anyone what's the name?
Afenyo
Markins. One of the last guy again.
Oh, say never be or ha. Oh, Ghana one.
But ye the enim say me banana. Ye the enim say the last guy. Richard the last guy. Edward City news or
Onim. Say adibia wo yam fifi mu bebre a na wo hu ne ekofa.
Yes.
Say wo tena si din na senior training move no. Wo ma train ankasa kɔ ne kwan a. Me je di say nke beboa. Because enye wo nkwa na say bi nyansa wo team. Ade a enye nti sɛ wo betumi akɔgira wo man hini anim aka kyerɛ gain ne amanema ye pese me de ba me krom. It is not going to be possible. Baby ofiba no me nim the kind of culture a wodi ni fam ana training a wodi ni fam but ade enye de
enye
ade enye so just say ye kan nyina ye pese onyankopɔn o hire o man yo niam bebre wo hɔ no ma ye ya e man hira ne mba omanga na mu Debia me catch say niema biesa ayira fi omanga na mu ana ayira fi wiase so
na ba ku bin so Lord Mensa Mr. Lord Mensa as a Professor Lord Mensa or say Ghana losing core values for 3.8 billion is dehumanizing nana mpacho wanwesi
me di manusi wopese wo kire se wopese wo kire se niema ekosu nyina esikanti o niema ekosu nyina esikanti sauti ase ni tese na minimo adan yempanyifo otizesi e wo so na opechacha pa na
I don't know
because o debi o obi opechacha bebre bia na wani bre niema bia o na sika bia obedi achi se opese because se ne waya na se ne wo so no na won ani bre sika pa because ubisa won se niema bia wo de hu kwhye mu a wankasa wo be call how mu na we say oh ade we di mi hu a eja we e be hyehyem ni say oh makoram I mean how
but that's Nana we'll come to the finance ministry's statement and then before that but me pacho ma memra me mighty good afternoon where is the difference me pacho munya suntie mo ha na bia na obi raise issue bi bit me address ya mame what is the difference between e-levy and LGBTQ plus bill? Nanado cannot be trusted. He will not assent to the bill. 1. Parliament passed the e-levy bill on the 29th of March 2022. On the 30th of March 2022, 3 MPs, Honorable Haruna Idrisu, Honorable Mahama Yarega, and Honorable Samuel Okujetua Blakwa filed a suit at the Supreme Court challenging the constitutionality of the passage of the bill by Parliament. On the 31st of March 2022, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, despite the pending lawsuit, assented to the bill into law. Nanado must be forced to assent to the LGBTQ bill as he did to the e-levy. Honorable Sedem Afenyo incoming Amasaman MP, you are a good man. Richard, Ena Odiwei Efri Amasaman Ode Ebaye. Master Red Ediwei Frika Swa. Eno say, AK Hawafa 2024. Ghanaians must not forget that John Mahama's best friend, who is supporting him financially, is a world-known gay Andrew Solomon. So NDC should not pretend that they are against the LGBTQ plus for their own political gymnastics. Let's vote for Dr. Mahmoud Baomi and Hawa Kumsin to move Ghana forward. Master Red, Edway Frikaswa, and also so Ede Ebaye. Afei, of a K, New Plan Station. Former President John Mahama should stop friending the whole world gay president, Andy Solomon. My regards to Information Minister Honorable Fatimatu Abubakar and Honorable Mr. Robert Lamte, incoming Member of Parliament for Medina constituency. Mukaila Jonas. And also, I will beg President Akufo-Addo to pay heed to the call by Ghanaians to assent to the anti-LGBTQ bill before him. Anything short of this will feed into the propaganda that NPP really encourages gayism. The ordinary people out there only knows that Parliament has asked President to sign and he refused. So let's not give room for any delay. We need an election to win and a country to keep working for Ghana. Since NDC and Mahama has nothing good to offer, they will use such tools to champion falsehood. Regards to Honorable Philia Mensah. Hey, Ford. Biamzi 1, good afternoon, Major Sopa. Is it because of LGBTQ+? That is why Nanado Baumia have abandoned the National Cathedral and it has become the biggest manhole worth close to 400 million cedis and allowing Sagleme Housing Project, which is less than 400 million cedis to rot NPP is only interested in their personal benefit against the state. And so, whether Nana Addo Bawumia signed or not, opposition straight for NPP. Alai Baba Edway Efri Madina and na Ode Ebaye. Meshak Asante Amasaman. I don't need any angel or prophet to tell me that Nana Addo is in full support of LGBTQ and its activities in Ghana, and we expect Dr. Bawumia to come and disassociate himself from it and also to declare his stance whether he supports LGBT or not, because President Mahama has declared his stance long time ago. Good afternoon, Mami BIAMAH. Please, I want to appeal to Cocoa Board to go to Cocoa Farmers Aid to help the farmers whose farms were affected by the Galamsey activities by helping them to fill the pits that was created. Because if you go to Kenya in the Ahafo region, where Newmont Gold operated, the pits that was created was reclaimed by filling the pits, and cocoa trees that was planted, they were planted are doing well then before. Okay, Mr. Tek, Golf Estate, Tema, and now also so anyway a buy. Mame, Wafa, good afternoon. Nana Addo will never sign this bill. Please, Ghanaians, let's bring NDC back to power for JM to sign this bill for us. NPP, never again. Greetings to incoming MP, Honorable Felix Nakoyo of the people of Kaswa. King David Kaswa and not town. King David Kroya and was in Anasan you. Why? There's a reason why Osei Sabonsu was sacked and they brought in Afenyo. NPP, never again. Tria. Okay, King David ADM and no. Hey, Asamo. Good afternoon, Mami BIAMAH. Any question? My question is, what is the essence of the independent we fought for? If we know we can't beat them, we must join them. It is simple as ABCD. Ejumera from Botiano Hills and on also so Edway Efri back. Kwame entry new aplaku. Ghana at 67. If we know any shame as a nation, we should be sweeping. We should be weeping instead of celebrating, because we have failed as a nation. It didn't start yesterday. With the exception of our innocent children, no Ghanaian is entirely blameless in this matter. Even the cleanest and the most competent political leadership on earth, if entrusted with power in Ghana, will not succeed without attitudinal and behavioral changes in the Ghanaian society. The whole society is sick. Our self-deceived society, keeping up a religious facade without matching conduct, lacks the proper moral fiber. Moral erosion has affected almost everyone. And they no crepa. Jagos anyway free and sawam. Mami BIAMAH enti ye bedi sikachi na yedi entrum. Hey, then how can the MPP people break the aid? Because now the NDC have gotten a strong weapon to use in their campaign. If Akufo-Addo failed to sign this gay lesbian act into law, Trumu dear, me Jagos mempekra. Oh, erade boy. De keka kono ano eshe papa. Na miami nua bema osei edu baby free UK buy and as afamani so. It's a very we I told them I mean go ahead now with this na me fan and no sorry. Osei kwaku. Say, it's a joyful moment for Ghanaian society as LGBTQ bill has been passed. I have also found something contradictory, but I stand to be corrected. The legislature may have to consider an amendment if the law truly does not permit two same-sex groups of people sharing the same room. The point is here that there may not be enough evidence to prove of any homosexuality engagement with this kind of reasons. UK and also anyway if he buy I was for need 0.9 and our song egua otieno now young we are still on the LGBT issue no but yenshe finance ministry's letter now the buy no omo share me share ho omo stretch mu share enema ebehwere yen ebe free yensa the repercussions negative repercussions are ebeba o man so say President Enyade Nensa Ekoshe Sabe no Asia. Iti womo say for 2024 Ghana you be lose 600 million budget support. Another one 250 million for financial stability fund and so be it will impact negatively on Ghana's foreign exchange reserve. Any exchange rate stability in our so a bit affected. Yeah, and then might be brave.
One document. Empathy page a document.
Okay, maybe give me time. Give me time. If you want to comment on it, then
rebate the nananom kaya. Yeah, my impression be say Omampeni on signing bill. MPP for cry pressure. Yeah, they are two Omampeni so. A bear kesi cry chain the NDC for any one more MPP for you GD say it's a so Omampeni sign it crata. But the American say Omampeni I am ranimun ni mapa. On Tisa Ura Mahama in 2015 or signing Okada or signing Mra Etia Okada say Yambani Okada. 2 years, 3 years later, no campaign or Ghana has said Onuba Obe legalize Okada. Was signing Okada Mra.
Finance Ministry, it was on a letterhead.
So
on their letterhead. There is no
Ministry letterhead no name.
There is no signature.
Obia so it is Obian fan in Sanche Asia. Krata no mama yenhwe ni yi.
Why you be paying? I know.
One hwe yi a na NDC 4 year no mo akọ generate krata yi di aba.
You bet me about saying free finance ministry.
Oh, it is possible because me ameti hoyi. And some more keka about sika ye be hwere ni nyina no. Emfiansia achi o. Divide the emfiansia sika no by the number of about 72 months. Emfiansia ye 72 months. Na hwe sika na ye be ba no se sa sika no o property rate current inventory as can work Ghana. And the American say media me hon krata na me hu ni nyina so a NDC 4 enso wom ye ombekọ akọfa ba nti media the American kosia ni say maame Ghana 4 nya awerehemu say MPP 4 egi mraidi eche NDC 4 ye call parliament no obi biara wo parliament including NPP MPs edi omunsa sha ase say yem pass owura mahama ebisa me say na omunni option dia but they could have abstained. You can't say voice vote na say oti ho na wan ka hwe ya ana ti say the NDC for taye okay me nya bi nti me kotena bonte na ma twan mu ana bibia so many things could have happened. I'm not saying that's what we think. This should tell every Ghanaian say MPP for owura Sam George kasa no obo ekuku damamu MPP mudin egbo ya bo Dr. Anani din say oka ho no mu defining said the ade ne besi akọ emranim for attorney general e wo bia akire na adwene wo ho ansa na ade ne be ye mra no na sabri ya wi afi na ade ne be komampani ho no de nsa be sha ase o de asase no mu create this confusion, mu create hatred ama because of politics. And where Mama Kyle Rollins. So NDC 4, your mouths are like acid. Mwanu and throw. I didn't room and penny ho. A man penny young final document. No, or yet then in Sasha Siemani. Nasa obinim so be who bibia. Me say, Owura Mahama. Or your vice president, the conversation came. Or your president, the conversation came. A ban sign of free Akonyano so and sana or culture Ghana for say. Media me Assemblies of God ni na time oye mampani no ye de ni no ye kramo anasa no ye de ni no ye Kristo ni nti mame Ghana for nya rehemu na nado be sign me ka ho na ye pushi obia ogidi wo Ghana ye values and ye culture mu agidi say eseso mampani sign but ye man mre na krata na ye enjoy propaganda no ne ntro na omu ka
Mama Brem
Mambiama.
Yes.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama position on the fight against LGBT.
When he was president,
was started.
No, I made reference.
You stop that. John Mahama, ye president, he made his position clear. Until when your first time, John Mahama is stating the position say, "Onu die so bani or bandane be manda die otia." Until me who be at the kofa this adwinifi. The second point, at the day I about say. Letterhead obi betimi afa e de aye nyamransem. I want to tell Adade say if for 48 hours such a document is in the public domain, not Ministry of Finance, the Information Ministry, and to me release any counter statement either saying say if you are not saying you are, it comes to confirm how incompetent, how empty the Ministry of Information and the Ministry of Finance omoye, because we running a whole ministry. It is part of you to come and agree or disagree. Into that position, say the Minister of Finance and the Information Minister, they don't know governance, and that is why he is here saying what he's saying. The American question in an answer, Sassika way, a peanut, Emma or mine Ghana. Say you're prudent in our management. You cutting down size of government. You put in good measures to harness our natural resources. No threat from either bilateral or multilateral countries can stop us from doing this. Ghana ye tisikaso. Ghana ye wosika. Money should not influence us to do anything against our culture and tradition. And I'm saying, say, Mampeni ni mampa Americana otunu adwene ni nyansa enim. You should have waited for the bill to be on his table, read and understand, and point out specific portions. Osusu say, etia Ghana ye 1992 constitution, but not for him to rush. One onakasampo no bill no embeto we nimu ye. Obi anfa asem ne nko court ye. Now you are saying say enuti unsan. Mampeni in the MPP are behind this whole suit.
Thank you.
And yami one was a Richard Sky ejuma majority leader office. No they are do
Mami finance ministry what's it then? What's it? Say president sign ya. Or sign ya ye nyesika. Anambwa. And your president ya no say Ghana beyond 80. And your president ya no kind. 80 tam no reka say Ghana beyond 80. Edebio. Okay say Ghana beyond 80 no. Na den tina na okasa. 80 won say aban otisui. Obe cancer fufuru kire. Na practically no or practice be different. Because if you are self-dependent, you have all the what it takes to be able to rule your country. Minerals are way ube to me the after all. Upa and auton, esha former and say South say, but esha homa, ebe do mribi a bonuba kosro. Rwanda, workers was signing then esi. Won't call anime. Nigeria won't call anime. What at all? Sikahi in the age of you. Even wastage in Kwampa, a war memoha, internally generated wastage is more than even Sika Kwakojo or IMF. So what are they telling us? They should give us a break. So one him says he can one walk with JD Ababe campaign, the anyone show you. Because as I never year pie now Bowanso. But as an Anna to Asumame, Yachina, Ghana, you're 67 years. 67 years then I would make her. Unama 67 years then out to make 67 years and one is Ukraine maba ukrom sa 67 years unto me year free bia 67 years uloro kwan akosi ahi 67 years ute 67 years 67 years we are still depending on international aid 67 years unto me ye free one kasa as president ubetinum 57 years 67 years factories are and by this time in Kuruma ye it just say to me for nipa over 5,000 they say for nipa 500 instead of we going forward as a nation yet ya nierko 67 years yen to me a mixing mortar to be able to reconcrete motorway 67 years ukwa ye independence celebration uko forudia just ukwa ye patch u lord kwanso ansa wako 67 years. Uso baba be a hospital 111 besine chirem baby abaku wompo untumi nchire 67 years mu aye we yagusua eretwe say president jese wa sign biribi na aye hu dede na ye dede ni wi a wasan ba akotena se asere 67 years mu aye we afi yeto aba ye ma ya ni na ho esan say nkokrafo no won adi ehwamo
medase number jonya o mama yango
pass o mama yakasa ansa na dade be kasa ba for me what I would say is, in general, 67 years. What they compare,
really
what they compare baby a Ghana do now. There is more room for improvement. We should have been more than where we are today. But the problem is about the MPP, and I won't lie to you.
Why MPP?
Yes, maybe. Don't worry.
And this issue also be blamed.
Messi, that's what my catch say.
Why the MPP? Why the problem is with MPP?
Messi, in general, NDC has been in power. MPP has been in power. Anameboa. Messi, in general, Pempesu es or mine do Yendu oye. Do you know what I'm saying? So in general, I blame both parties. But I'm saying that specifically, we must blame the MPP. Because every NDC ever put it on mine on the right path. MPP for the so on mine. They take us back in 3 decades. And they shock a car, I mean, on my Ghana. When in the regime of John Mahama and Mills, now you try say the legacy debt ever buffem. So that we'll get to a point where Ghana will not be owing again. And then MPP Abamba, they have moved it from 120 billion to close to 600 billion. In the MPP are buying the car about the money on my Ghana. Energy sector. Look at how robust John Mahama left our energy sector. MPP catch and said, John Mahama, my energy cram and broso. So they admit, in terms of generation, Ghana should not have a problem. About finances is what Esla wo. Nsunde upon say you establish Esla. MI SS power said you claiming, and then they have taken us back to doom so. Taking us back to doom so.
That's it.
Everybody America say doom so there. The lawyers will tell you PC. Nobody needs to tell you you doom lighter. Say yes, also say So I don't need a timetable to confirm say doom so there. Haba.
Thank you. Adade, for me.
I'm saying Nana, or can say Ghana at 19 and I'm saying 1957 said the Ghana here. Na Osha Accra net say. Into Obi Biara na adwene ye ne say ye ma ye nye bibia na sebe onim de oka because Ghana ya kobi pa. Ye nuru baby aye nyina ye nya yanke eduru no because nanka ye de ye ho esusu Malaysia nom ene Singapore nom a anka enchen yen nanso amamuo bone adwen bone ene niama bone nti ena akofa yen aba beduru baby a ye woyi mame de me kan akosia ne se owura Mahama ene ne NDC Emra yewo Ghana ha Ghana the ene Ghana ye tiyan Ghana na owura Rollins ene nasrafo ebebubo nipa tuo rough na omukunkum nipa ni wie ye no na Ghana Japade Ghana factories Rollins under Rollins state fishing state transport state one. In fact, state transport are your friend STC. Omo Toma omo. Rollins etoma ninuya. Etoma guneduya. Na omo sign no. Now pesa Ghana antoneni. But nana do abai. Niema esase Ghana for.
Yeah, discussions na abawe ya be telephone lines na tumu kakra bi na yatwas. Hello, good afternoon. Hello. Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Adam. I want to say.
Oko Mbajenko.
Are Dr. Nimende Midasi Nicola Adamami. Me chat the staff to Papashi, the West. Mame, me chambi pinina opa na abutia kasa wo na want all saloti this from kasa we di no ti o kama the chambi every pinina kasa no person mo enta o confirm confusion no ye dey adia sa no ye can dear president am go fan by lo so mo yi adia sa na sabga kafa je ho 2015 man bia wa mesani e wi da ma ho mo ko yara mo twa mo because of na mo power ti mo tumi mo defend here. A baby to the body just to make the community on pass law. one say I didn't know president all the plan or so show me ye to take a good decision magana for no you know what you know president didn't do ma what to be sharp president set all party law no yen na kutia say you want to nene the source of gonna say but you pressure no so to was no show no we the papa magana for then I open
Medase. Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Dini baby Afrifi.
Mediani Sikaya Zante, Mekasafi Sound.
Yanko.
And over the whole world, Nipa, Nasem, I am Mobokaka, President Kufuado. Say President Kufuado, who say on sign bill, no, now brofono. Nyo pebi abrofo ne nyama na na se e ma ne nsan na Ghana fo so ne ono ne enta MPP na nya problem. Enti se papa ni hu ni onya but me efutuo kakra me de be ma ne se odi mampani ni wo Ghana ha. Ghana fo ne ehu bibi papa oni ye hu so betimi aboy on be protect enti ne ye on ne shebre e share ne nsan ti on pa na ni mu tutu na mu fo ye Ghana fo ye kasetia se sa tuban ne ye mpe wa ha. No pa ne nsan shebe na se mai dan so di ne ni be ka be sha abrofo no anam kakra nti obenye san so tumfo di ka kasa wa bone bra ni oyin bia nyankopon di amana so ba bedi mampani nti ondi ye mbebunu na ya sha bra ba sha fe na ye wo no
Medase pi. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Eba chodi ni baby Afrifi.
Bolo sini ni kasafi ya mokobi.
Yanko.
And the movement for change ye mko for no BIAMAH ho.
Ebi o no mama. Yambo chi no mbeba why?
Yo, me say nyame adu no chi no mo ba. Ye hia mo number pa because ye na ye wa bokobi no. Ye tiku ntino ye besi ye hu say he fa na ka e be hia na ye be ye meeting. Ye hia papa kasa alan kojo chairmanti kasa. Because me Alan ena wo ho nkasa beru we ko wa stand da ama ye be CS because Ghana form penesa gay na ere na me wo ba be ma na me ba be ma fisu aba na da madam for odi machi onya madam for keke o me girlfriend no Kofi e di nkasa se na o ka no wana be pene e wo Ghana ye ma we mu de obia no ho be pene me na me di kaka first na do be bia yes get it no e wo UK wo no mo no djuma mu di wo wa nti na pa se
Medase. Hello, good afternoon.
Fine afternoon, BIAMAH.
Bacho yanko.
Bacho wa de se bring no me bone taw. Fatima Abubakar me tia papa and Robert Lem to kum Medina me tia. MAAME. Matima me kan say. Akadan na me. Me e beto aba. And this before no omni message bia and the this ayi FPT ayi campaign MPP. Me ha one no. And the next year, I'm going to go to pressure. Almost the year campaign, only message be and don't be done also. Obakaya, you call by election, I send off. And one of the year campaigns, I have to behalf of Kurempi Kenya. Ombejan also, ATP, so they are got to a banner. And look at the Air Force President who want to say, Young Prio, or to me, or to me, or Chan Kwabakasa, or Kasa, on Kasa, someone else, ATP, no, Mempreso.
Medase pi. Ojafo ane ade encourse ne program ni nyina beba ebesi. Sorry Sola Michael Aje Adwa oba betena se na wagye entata de akofie one na pamfo. Aseda kese nkoma production crew Jordan me adoma Jeriso Ajma Freeman na ya Safo. Sorry na so be ye working pass. The worker pass nso. Idin de MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO betimi afrɛ me BIAMZ 1 woman gadan so frɛ me amejo so ana MAAME soja da mo nyina sesa mo je bretie me makra mo